Luca here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to another episode of The Lost City, our open sandbox Age of Sigmar narrative campaign designed specifically for our guests.
We play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Age of Sigmar Battle Report.
I got Josh here, who has traveled all the way from Hickory, North Carolina, bringing his Gloomspite Gitz. They are going to be representing the Destruction Alliance to fight over the territory of the Gilded Way in the realm of metal. The conflict there never ceases to end. I will be taking the role of the defending army, with the Slaves of Darkness representing the now ruling forces of Chaos. Let's take a look at my Slaves to Darkness first. Using this force to represent a reallocation of resources to the realm of metal, specifically to Barilomm. So these guys were on the march to Barilomm when they came across the immediate force of Gloomspite Gitz that have seemingly popped up in the way. The entire army is going to be Mark of Nurgle to represent the ascension of Nurgle through all the recent successes of the Magikin, thus taking the map by storm. Leading the entire force, we have a Chaos Lord on Kharadron here. He will be Lord Grulgor for narrative purposes here. And I kind of randomized all of his stuff here. So he's going to be favored of the Pantheon for his command trait, which will give him a role in the Eye of the Gods table. In addition to that, we went with the Hellfire Sword again, randomized that one. I would have felt bad grabbing the other two here, but so I let the dice decide. We are going to increase his, he's got a Hellfire Axe, essentially making him a little bit more killy in combat. I should note the entire force will be a battle regiment, because I get a lot of other fancy bonuses from territories I control, or Chaos controls, not really just me. Taking a look at the rest of the forces here, I'll be running a Chaos Sorcerer Lord. Because of Mark and Nurgle, I'm going to use a Rotbringer Sorcerer here. The only other Sorcerer Lord we have has a Mark of Zinch on him, so it didn't really feel fitting. And because of all of our territories, we get an extra Artifact of Power enhancement. That will be from Talon's Perch, and we randomized on this guy a Chaos Familiar, so once per battle I can cast an extra spell if I want to from the lore in this book. And this wizard will be especially skilled at casting and unbinding magic because of the Golden Waste and the Rusted Woods, giving him +1 to unbind, dispel, and all casting rolls. Chaos is strong. And randomizing a spell from the lore of the Damned, we got Demonic Speed on this guy. Our last character will be an Exalted Hero of Chaos with a Rune-etched Blade and Rune Shield. I never really ran this guy, so I just want to throw him on the table and go take some skulls. The rest of my force will be a lot of battle lines, so I will have a unit of 20 Chaos Warriors marked by Nurgle, and you better believe they've got the eroding icon on them, though I don't know if it'll actually matter that much against the Gitz. I'll have another unit of 10 Chaos Warriors with nothing too fancy on them, just Mark and Nurgle. I'll have 2 units of Chaos Chosen. And lastly, there will be a unit of Chaos Knights accompanying Lord Grulgor there. I can take an extra Ensorcelled Banner, so I took the Blasphemous Icon for the list build here, but there's no priests in the enemy list, so they actually won't matter that much. And finally, mostly because I haven't seen one before, I'm going to run a Soul Grinder, because he looks really cool, and the idea of one marching on the road to Barilomm seemed neat to me, I suppose. But that's it. That's our Slaves to Darkness forces today, on the way to Barilomm, and rudely interrupted on the way, and communication has been cut. Let's go take a look at what Josh's forces are today.
Hey, my name is Josh. I am from a wargaming group outside of Hickory, North Carolina, and I'm happy to be here. First up, I have Igit riding his Mount Huffa. Igit is a brewmaster, the only Git that's earned the title of brewmaster there. And for this, he's going to be running as an AoA character with the monster keyword. He is a wizard and is taking a spell that I've named the Fungoid Rot. It's the curse spell from there to give -1 to the armor save of the individual and D3 wounds. Mortal wounds. Igit has never heard the moon talk, but if you want to know what it's like to reach out and touch it, come try some of his brew. Next up in my list, Igit never goes very far without his Ruckus Rabble. I've got 2 units of 5 Spore Splatter Fanatics, shown here on screen as Snotlings. Just a couple of, they just like causing a ruckus for Igit. I'm also running the Gobapalooza. You can't leave home without them. They're going to have the Hand of Gork spell to back up Igit a little bit with his casting. I have 1 Fungoid Cave Shaman, 2 Loon Bosses to lead the hordes of goblins into battle, and 2 Madcap Shamans for a little additional support on the side. I am also running a unit of sneaky snufflers, and then the core of my army consists of 3 units of 40 goblins.
All right, that is it for the Gitz today. Let's go take a look at the mission that we devised to try to represent the conflict going on here. Today's mission to represent the surprise appearance of the Gitz on the Gilded Way will be the lines of communication. Both forces are cut off from, well, civilization, and communication has never been more important. To win this battle, the forces must use their isolation against the foe and force them to break in confusion. Now what that means in this mission is we have 3 objectives, 1 directly in the middle, and then 2 more adjacent, all in no man's land, as our territories are going to be along the long table edges, halfway up the board in a classic Dawn of War style deployment. A deployment so good, one of the best video games is named after it. Now, with this mission, the goal is to disrupt the enemy and score victory points while claiming the road, or holding the points on this road here and forcing the enemy away. You're going to gain a victory point for 1 objective, a victory point for 2 or more objectives, and a victory point for more than your opponent. And on top of all that, you'll score 2 victory points for every battle tactic you complete once per turn, and 3 at the end of the game for your grand strategy. Whoever has the most amount of victory points after 5 battle rounds will be the winner. However, the twist to this one is the disruption mechanic. At the start of every battle round, after determining who will take the first turn, the player taking the second turn can pick a phase to disrupt. What that essentially means is during that phase in that battle round, every time you want to issue a command on a 3-up, it's going to cost an additional command point. Now you can choose not to actually spend the additional command point, but if you don't, the command is still issued and the initial command point is still spent. But you can just save that second one in case it pops up. And on a 3-up, that's going to happen quite a bit. And here we have the Gilded Way to Barilomm. I realize that the 3 objectives in the middle, right in the middle of the road, means more scrapping in the middle, obviously, and less dynamic because we don't have anything interjecting between the objectives, but we'll see where this goes all the same. On the roll-off, I chose to march upon the goblin enemies from this approach, and then Josh's forces, his many forces, are deployed along that part of the battlefield with the Bad Moon, or the Loon Shrine, right in the middle, and the Bad Moon starting in this table corner, boom, over there, and it'll bounce to the middle, boop, and then it'll bounce over here, boop, and then it'll be gone if it decides to do so. I've had quite good luck with my Bad Moon.
I have too.
You as well?
Oh,
yeah. I find turn 2 it hits the middle, it just stays in the middle whole game.
Every time.
I've had 1 game where it didn't, and I was like, what do I do now? It was like, I don't know. They, for whatever reason, the Bad Moon very consistent these days. Otherwise, for deployment, I got I had 1 drop because I had a battle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Monster and characters. Yeah, I had a battle regiment, so it was 1 drop or 2 drops. You were like around 6 or so?
6 drops.
6 drops? Okay. So I'll get to dictate who's going to first. It will be you. You're going to have priority. The Warriors of Chaos here are going to wait patiently to see what the goblin masses like to do. Lord Grolgor over here is... he's had some experience with the Gitz in the past, and he likes to, well, he knows that they like to squabble and run about in a muck and aren't overly organized, or at least that's what his experience is. So he's going to wait to see what kind of ravelly mess they get up to, then he'll approach the enemy afterwards. That is the plan of attack there. So I got Warriors of Chaos, chosen. Chaos Knights, Lord Grolgor. And then we have our Chaos Warriors in the middle with the Rotbringer Sorcerer. Sorry, not Rotbringer Sorcerer. The Chaos Sorcerer Lord right there. Our Exalted Hero is going to be right in the muck of Chaos Warriors. Our other unit of Chosen. And then our Soul Grinder. Did you know the Soul Grinders can run and shoot their weapons? That's kind of cool. They have a rule called Implacable Advance. Why not? They're actually quite simple. I just brought it because I wanted to bring him. He looks cool. And he looks kind of nurgly. Actually, his flesh blends in with the mat quite well. And then across the table, Josh, what do we have here? If you could summarize your deployment and your forces.
I set up with my units of goblins here, just kind of blocking the way. They're going to muck things up real good. Idjit and Huffa on the back. He's going to be casting spells. He's going to be throwing fungus brews. We're going to see what kind of trouble he can cause for you.
Absolutely. Okay, well, I got a few things to roll on the table. He is chosen of the Pantheon, so he rolls once on the table. The Chosen themselves roll on the table, because that's just what Chosen do, even though they're marked by Nurgle. And then we have the Exalted Hero, who allegedly rolls on the table, too. I've never run it before, so we're going to give it a shot. And then his Hellfire weapon, I said Hellfire Axe, I think, in the Army Showcase forum, so that means his upgraded his Axe to be a Hellfire weapon, which just means on 6 to wound, it does its damage in more wounds instead of going through the whole attack sequence. This is my favorite part of playing Slaves to Darkness, and after this part, it's one of those like, okay, I set up my army, I roll on the other guy's table, I see what I got, I'm okay to concede and do it again. This is the part I always care about the most. So let's do Grulgor last. Let's go with the Chosen here. Now, they're not a character, so they just rolled an 8. That's pretty spicy. That's a corn one. I think they get extra rend. I know how to do math. 5 plus 2 is actually 7, not 8. Note that down, people who might be surprised by that one. That is even more fitting. That's the Nurgle one. That's Unholy Resilience. They will have a 6-0 board save for the entire game. Now, it's on me to try and remember all of this, but we'll see. Then we're going to roll for the other Chaos Chosen Squad. Please roll a 5. Please roll a 5, please, so I don't have to remember much more than that. 6! Dang it! That's a little bit of a hint of Slanesh. That is Unearthly Reflexes, plus one of their charge rolls. Now, their drummer already does that, so that's plus 2 to charge rolls for them. Again, hopefully that only needs to be remembered once. You can make fun of me in the comments every time I forget. Let's go ahead and roll for our Exalted Hero. Now, he's a character. He's going to roll 2d6. I got a 10. That's kind of spicy. That's Aura of Chaos. It gives him a 5-up board save, which is a shame because the loadout he has a 5-up board save against mortal wounds, but he gives up his attack. I guess he gets a better save, too. Now he has a 5-up board against everything, not just mortal wounds. So that's not bad. It is technically an upgrade. And the last one, Lord Grulgor. Marked by Nurgle. Are you blessed by Nurgle as well? 3. Uh-oh. Snubbed by the gods, he is, which is, so his command trait lets him roll on the other guy's table, and then the gods are not quite ready to give him a boon of chaos yet they're keeping their eyes on him. Their eyes are on the prize, just not yet.
Gotta prove yourself.
Now, before we get into Battle Round 1 proper, if you want to know what the rules for the Lost City of Nobarak narrative campaign are, you can go to miniwargaming.com/the Lost City, and you'll find all the rules there. They are being updated live, and you can check out the videos and the order they came out in, and you can kind of see why certain factions have certain territories on the board. Heck, you can even see why Josh and I are scrapping here on the road, because you have a plan for you and your friends. The goal is to open up a way to Barilomm for the Forces of Destruction, because this whole crew from North Carolina are playing Destruction for some reason. So it is silent in the realm of fire and the realm of shadow, only action in the realm of Gur and the realm of metal these days. And a couple other things to note, we are playing in the Gilded Way, which has its own realm rule called Magnetic Forces, which kind of sucks for me and only me. The Magnetic Forces of the Road are kind of weighing down on my Warriors of Chaos. Anything with a save of 4 or better will suffer a -1 to any run and charge rolls, as it's harder to accomplish. And when they're being targeted, they're easier to wound as well. So anything with a 4-up save you can reroll wound rolls for attacks made against those units, as they're having it's harder to move around in their armor and harder to defend themselves. Of course, if this whole campaign excites you, go to miniwargaming.com/challenge like Josh and his friends did, and come play some Sigmar with us. Amongst all the other war games we cover here, I'm also looking for Lord of the Rings people, because I'm always starved for Lord of the Rings players. So we're in Welland, Ontario, near Niagara Falls, if you want a geographical reference for where we're at. So go to miniwargaming.com/challenge to talk to Josh. Not this Josh, our Josh. And we'll figure that all out. Anyways, turn 1 Gitz. I get to pick a phase to disrupt. I am going to say movement phase for this one, because I don't think we're going to be doing too much fighting overall. So if you want to at the double or anything like that, it'll cost you a little bit more command points. Maybe, I guess. We'll try it out. So turn 1, Gitz going first. 2 to 3 command points. I'll be on the left, I'll be own, and then Josh will be the enemy. And then this is where we're going to keep track of all of our points and everything. All right, Josh, your turn. What's the plan right now in the hero phase?
So right now, I'm going to roll for my extra command point from the Fungoid Cave Shaman that I've got. I plan to I think I'm going to do control the center for the battle tactic.
That's just to have the most amount of models near the center here,
Yeah.
Easy enough. I should note, for anyone curious, where's that battle tactic from? Because we're not playing in the Realm of Beast, I don't like to use the Realm of Beast grand strategies and tactics, because they're based on like the frozen areas of Andator, I believe. So for this one, we're playing with the core battle tactics and our own battle tactics and our battle tomes, as well as the grand strategies from the battle tomes and the core rulebook. So I feel like that just makes a little bit more sense. But we're taking one of the missions from the new Season War because they're just new and fun, and it gives new shows, new fun things to do. So Conquer the Middle is the battle tactic from the core rulebook, easy enough to do there. Now that does remind me, I never said what my grand strategy was, and I don't believe Josh did either. I am going to go with, I believe it's called Dominating Presence. It's the Slaves to Darkness one, where I have to do 4 of these Slaves to Darkness battle tactics from their book. And you wanted to...
I'm going to protect the shrine. We've got this fancy new shrine here, so...
You built that quick. You built that real quick.
Real quick.
But they're used to doing that. So that's kind of just fling it all together and all that stuff. So that's your battle tactic. What did you want to do for your heroic action?
For my heroic action, I think I'm going to use the realm-specific, remind me of the name?
Mutation, that's what it's called. So Realm of Metal Mutation is all about change and all that stuff, right?
Yes.
And we're going to go ahead and do that on...
Idjit and Huffa.
So this is, you roll a D3, and you're either going to get plus... You can reroll saves of 1, you get a 5-up board save, or you get plus 1 wound in melee. Let's see what you get. You got a 2. Reroll saves of 1 as your armor mutates to be physically better, I guess, in a way. Now, because it's your turn, you can do 2 heroic actions. Which is the second one? What would you like to do for your second one?
I think I'm just going to go for a command point on... let's do it on this little loon boss in the trees here.
So that loon boss there on a 4-up, you get a command point. Boop. That is a 5. And then we get to roll again for the Fungoid Cave Shaman, because he's got the mouthpiece of Mork, I believe.
And
all right, no. All right, easy. My heroic action will be Unbending Willpower on Lord Grulgor here, just because I have no one in... I put him kind of far back. He's got no range to unbind or to spell, but I'll fix that for later. So I got 1 unbind on Grulgor here. And then over here, we want to adapt or die from... Is it Idjit?
Idjit. Yeah,
Idjit.
like the southernism for an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. So we got the Git over there. He's going to use Adapt or Die in the command phase, which is 0 command points. Again, Realm of Metal stuff. That is going to give them a 6 up board save because of their unit size. We got a bunch of stuff from Gobapalooza here to affect these various units. What are we thinking here, Josh?
Yeah, I think the best thing, I'm trying to get the center there, so they're going to try to cast Hand of Gork. Because they're casting Hand of Gork, my Spiker here is going to use his Know What in order to give them +1 to their Rend as well.
Right.
In there. And then the Shroom Rider here can just use his personal spell for the -1 to hit if he can catch up with them.
Yeah, he makes like the squig mushroom underneath him puff out a big spore magically, and it protects all the Gits nearby. Is it -1 to hit or wound? I can't remember.
It's to hit him.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. It's just a really good defensive, a big, massive aura. All right, why don't you go ahead and roll. I have no way to unbind their magic, so you got free casting on them. What are we casting first?
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to just cast his bubble because I'm not confident. So here's the Spore Cloud coming off.
Spore Cloud. You got a 9. That's good to go.
And I am Bad Snatches, so I can choose to reroll one of these if I want to, as long as he's within range of another wizard. But I'm going to keep that roll.
Fair. That was the little bubble of -1 to hit. And then would you like to cast the Hand of Mork?
Gork?
Gork. That's what it is, yes. Let's see what we get here. And teleport. You can reroll if you want to, right? Same rule?
Yeah, same rule applies to all my wizards, so I can reroll this too, and I think I will.
Fair. 4 and a... All right, same roll. Does the 6 work with
It will not go off.
Oh, it's a 7, okay. Did forget to mention your campaign bonuses will be with the Maw of the Great Beast, you get free, like at the double, all-out attack, forward to victory, like all the aggressive command. You can do that 1 for free per battle round, and then you also get all your wizards do an extra spell, which we've already kind of, we'll announce that when that comes up when we go to cast. We've already figured out all their extra spells there. So that's it. Is that it for them casting? We have a...
Yeah, that's it for the Gobapalooza. I've still got a few wizards.
Fair. Come back to the Fungoid. We're going to go ahead and Idjit and Huff over here. He's got 2 spells he can cast. He's going to go ahead and do a Mystic Shield, first of all, on a 5. And we got a 7. All yours. And Idjit here is out of range with his other spells. They're mostly offensive to target my stuff with, so won't come into effect yet. This little guy beside the Loon Shrine is going to cast his built-in spell. What is he? Is he just what kind of shaman is he?
He's a madcap shaman. He's going to be casting Night Shroud.
Night Shroud? What does that cast on?
That is going to cast on a 5, and it's going to target the unit of 40 goblins there.
Let's see if you get that 5. Bloop. You do. I'm not going to bother stopping that one. That has something to do with shooting, I assume.
Yes, it's -1 to hit when they're being shot.
All right, fair. And last thing is the Fungoid Cave Shaman. He can only really, he's got itchy nuisance, but can't target me a little too far away, but he can Arcane Bolt. So we'll see if we get that on a 5. Bloop. That's a, yup, the only unbind I got is not going to stop that. So he's got a little Arcane Bolt swirling around him. That's it for the hero phase. The Hand of Mork did fail. We're going to go right to the movement phase. I'm going to show you where all this ends up afterwards. The goal is to get at least some models near the middle of the table here to claim that battle tactic. Now, before we move too much, we're going to start right away with an at the double on the goblins in the middle, but because of the disruption mechanic on the mission, on a 3 or more, it'll cost 2. It does cost 2 command points to at the double them. But I guess you can just do the Into the Maw, the Great Beast one for free, so it only costs 1 command point because it goes from 0 to 1. So if that makes sense.
Back and then forth?
Yeah, back and forth a little bit on that one. So we're going to use the Maw the Great Beast free one for the battle round. You might as well. So instead of costing 2 command points, it goes from 0 to 1. I'll show this off for now, then the rest will matter after. So with the at the double, they go essentially 9 inches because of the wall in the way. But that is enough to get the Conquer the Middle battle tactic complete. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy on that one. Now the rest is inconsequential moving, so we'll be back in a hot second. And the rest of the movement is done. Now because these are Stabbas, they can control objectives with the 9 instead of 6. So these are all goblin objectives. I got like 8 in range over there. We got like a lot there, over 10. And then how many over here? Over 10 also?
I think it was 9.
9? Okay, so I got a lot to compete with there, to say the least, I guess. And that's about it. That guy's got his Arcane Bolt over there. And do you have any shooting?
I have a little, but it is not in range.
Okay, fair. Who does the shooting?
That's Agent Huffa.
He's got a little bit of shooting on him, I figured. Okay, fair. And then to point out, we did move the Gobblepalooza, boom, back there, and the Sneaky Snufflers didn't do their war. They didn't look for little truffles or anything because they moved this turn. So next turn, they'll probably be giving out ward saves and whatnot. And then that's kind of it. You get your battle tactic, boom, and you got the majority of the objectives, also known as all of them. So that'll be 5 victory points for the Gloomspite Gitz on the first turn. Not bad. I knew I was kind of getting myself into. I'm hopefully going to get into a position to get victory points later on in the game here. And I don't want to give up the road to destruction. So we are going to hold the road to Barilomm for the forces of chaos and keep it protected. And if anyone's curious on how the goblins are attacking this area, when there is no destruction anywhere nearby, that's a Gloomspite Git rule. They can attack any area with a value of 0.
They just dig out a little hole.
Because that is their specific thing. They are so insubstantial that they're not really too worried about until they're a problem, as it should be. Anyways, we're going to go on to the Warriors of Chaos, turn 1, and see what they can bring to bear. Alright, so I'm going to go up to 5 command points because I control Barilomm as Chaos, and I'll get an extra on my command phase, and my general's still alive. So 5 to 2 command points and 0 victory points. So I've thought about it a little bit because my grand strategy is to accomplish 4 of my battle tactics. I got to think about them and keep them in mind. So I'm going to do Lust for Power as a battle tactic. I am going to pick, I wonder, maybe this guy. If this guy rolls on the Eye of the Gods table this turn, then I will be able to complete my battle tactic. And the easiest way of doing that is taking an objective away from Josh. Problem is, he's Gitz. He's got a lot of models on the objective, and he can redeploy on top of it as well. So the goal would be to charge him. Who, all things considered, not the most likely, but maybe we can make this work. So I'm going to try Lust for Power here and roll on the Eye of the Gods table. Yeah, I'm going to choose him because he doesn't have to worry about the -2 for going over the fence, whereas these elements still have to worry about that. And I might hold them back all the same. We're going to see what like a redeploy and all that stuff kind of looks like, and we'll figure it out. Otherwise, I'm going to go for an Adapt or Die as a heroic action on Lord Grolgor here, which gives him a 5-up board save. Actually, I'm going to do the Adapt or Die on the Chaos Knights because they're unit of 5 or less. And I would like to do to the Soul Grinder, but he's a little too far away. So we're going to Adapt or Die them. We're going to have our Sorcerer Lord do the draw on power, Slaves of Darkness heroic action, which allows him to cast on 3 dice. But if he rolls 2 1s on the 3 dice, he suffers a miscast that deals D6 mortal wounds instead of D3. And then I am going to invoke a random mutation on Gorlgor here, which is a 3 on the chart, which I believe is +1 to wound in melee. I have a board save, even better, because I would have almost adapted or died. So I guess I should remember to do the random mutation first, and that lasts until the next player's hero phase, so until the end of this turn. Adapt or die over there. If I have a board save, I got all my actions done, got my battle tactic figured out, so I only really have 1 spell cast here. And I think I want to try and conjure the Emerald Life Swarm. You can only cast 1 spell. I kind of want to get the endless spell on the table. I technically have the Umbral Spell Portals in my list as well, because I get them for free from the Forest in the Realm of Shadow, but I don't believe I'll be using them all that much this game. So let's try to do the Life Swarm. All right, let's go. 3 dice, Life Swarm. Well, we didn't get double ones, but we got a 7. It technically an 8. He gets +1 to cast, so we got an 8 on. Do I take all 3 dice? Might as well try to unbind the spell, because that's my only wizard I'm going to cast. Would you like to with Idjit?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Idjit's got the Snap of Sneaky Stealing, so he's if he's able to dispel this or unbind this, then good things happen for him there. But you need to. Do you have +1 to unbind?
I do have +1 to unbind because he is an Archmage Brewmaster in this case.
In this case, exactly. So you just need to roll an 8, I guess, technically, on 2 dice. Bloop. That is a 4. Can you reroll that with your traders only casting?
I think it's only casting.
We'll just conjure that right there. Very nurgly thing, so hopefully that makes sense. And that's about it. That's all my hero phase. We're going to go right to movement. And I don't think I'm going to run any of these because I want them just to go up there. But this guy's got implacable advance, so I'm going to run him for the fun of it. Where he goes. 1. Boo. Boo. He can't run and charge, but he can run and shoot. Just clear the wall there, get near the objective. Doesn't beat you from the objective. That's my 5 models to your, I think we figured out it was 8 in range of it. And then I'm going to go ahead and move the rest of my forces. I'm going to run these guys. I'm going to run, the Chosen are going to run, but they're going to stay in the woods, I suspect. And then these 2 units are going to move forward. And then I'm going to not move them yet. I'll move them last. As we go back to this, I realize this guy would need an 11-inch charge to make it into the Goblins, because the effect of the battlefield reduces run and charge rolls by 1. So I'm not going to risk him trying to make it in there. So I ran him instead. I got a 3, which is a 2. And he's going to move to there, staying outside of 9 of them, though. And then these guys have a 10-inch charge, because they're only move 5, not move 6. And we are 15¼ inches away from the Goblins in the middle. So we're going to move forward at 5, and we're going to hopefully roll a 10-inch charge. It is -1, but their Musician gives them +1 to try and counteract it a little bit. Okay, and then our Rotbringer Sorcerer is going to run 3 or 2, technically. We're just going to go over here with him, I think. Bam. This was supposed to move, but I didn't. Well, it could have moved at the end of the hero phase, but I did not want it to. These guys over here are just going to run. I got a bunch of command points, so I'm going to have to double them, I guess. Now, it is -1 to run roll, so the have to double still has the full effect. Taking it up the field there, and we're going to run the Chosen, actually 0. So they're going to go there 5. And up there, we do have an Arcane Bolt here. It's technically at the start of the shooting phase, but I just have those guys to move, so I assume you just want to let loose the bolt now. They have a 5 aboard against this nonsense. We take a damage. Then on that guy. I did forget about Oracular Visions. I will put that on the blob of 20 warriors in the middle. That's the Sorcerer. Gives them a 6-up board save. They already have a 5-up against mortal wounds, but this gives them a 6-up against all types of damage. And then the Chaos Knights. I don't love the idea of charging them in right now, and I think a lot kind of banks on me getting this 10-inch. It's rerollable because I got command points, but man, is it stressful. The Krakadrak Lord Grolgor will just hop over the fence going 7 inches. Then we're going to move our Chaos Knights as well. No runs. So we move him to there, the Lord Grolgor. He's able to clear it. But these guys, they could have cleared the fence, especially if I ran them. Then I thought, no, I don't want to risk them getting tied up. I'd rather get a charge with them at some point. So I'm going to keep them behind the fence and not overly exposed. Go to the shooting phase. Technically, I get zapped by the bolt. Boom, I take my damage. And then this guy can fire. Oh, and he's actually on this side of the fence because I forgot -1 to run rolls. So he ran just enough to get over the fence. He rolled a 1 technically, which is 0. So he doesn't quite clear the fence. But that's okay because he's going to shoot his guns all the same. I'll just put everything from the Soul Grinder into the Goblin unit opposite him. You'll start with his Harvester Cannon. They get +1 to their save against ranged attacks because they got the Bad Moon banners over there. So 4 is to hit with the Harvester. It just pumps shots into him. 4 saves at effectively no rend because of your banner. Just have 5 ups normally, so these are going to be 3 damage in total. We'll fire a Phlegm Bombardment at them as well. Hits, does not wound. It makes this loud sound, it's kind of scary, but ultimately 3-die goblins isn't that big of a deal. Then we're gonna go to charging. 10-inch re-rollable charge with these guys. Let's see. I'd be outstanding if I make it, that's for sure. That's a fail. And then we're gonna use forward to victory on them. 4, 9! Oh, the -1 to charge freaking got them. So that means I lose my battle tactic, and I'm not getting a lot of primary points here. So don't get that objective, don't get this objective, and if I was smart and ran him, I could have actually taken this objective. I forgot the at the double, because you only had 11 models there, I could have had 12. But then you could have just redeployed and stopped it, so I guess it ultimately doesn't really matter. I would not have been able to grab that objective if I wanted to in that case. So I get 0 victory points on the first turn of the game as the Goblins are gumming it up. And I don't even know, like, I technically need priority to start scoring and starting to get my battle tactics. That's where it's getting a little iffy. And we get like tied up in combat. So that brings us to a priority roll, my man. You ready?
Turn 2.
All right, turn 2, priority 2. You went, ooh.
No.
I have to take it or else I just take another 0-point turn, I think. All right, but that'll at least give me some pacing for one of my battle tactics where I charge with 3 units, which I should be able to pull off here. Just an update on command points because I'm going first in the battle round and I have Barilomm. I'll go to 3 command points to Josh's 3 as well for having his general alive and going second. And Josh gets to pick one of my phases to disrupt me in for this battle round and make my command points cost more. What phase are you thinking?
I think we're going to have to go with combat phase.
Like all out attacks, all out defenses and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm a little worried about how hard you're going to hit me, and I need to stick around a couple more turns.
Okay, fair. Make those a little bit more costly. So I'm going to try and remember every time I use pretty much all out attack, all out defense, it'll cost me 1 more command point on a 3 or more. As for my battle tactic, well, let me go look at the words, the name of it. That's going to be run them down. 3 or more of my units have to make a charge move this turn to make this work. So we're going to try and make that a thing. Let's go for a couple of heroic actions here. I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can't dispel this Emerald Life Swarm as well. We want to go with that Madcap Shaman kind of tucked away in the woods there. I think it's a 6 to cast, so we just need a 7. All right, unless you get a bonus. I don't know if he does or not.
No bonus.
Is that bye-bye Swarm? Go with the random mutation on my guy again, and I'm going to put Adapter Die on these guys again. So they're going to have a 5 aboard save. Boop, that's free. And then this guy is going to roll a random mutation, and he's going to roll the 3rd result again, which is 5 aboard. Yes, 5 aboard. I'm going to go leadership for mine on Lord Grolgor. He got it. Then Josh would like to do leadership. Boop, and he got it. Who's getting it?
That's going to be Idjit and Huffa.
Idjit and Huffa. All right, they're going to have the extra command point. And other things I got to do Oracular Visions. That's going to go on these honored friends right there. Then I'm going to use his built-in spell. I believe it's called Demonic Power. And I didn't draw on power, so I'm just going to throw 2 basic dice at this. A 10 ain't bad, though. You're going to go ahead and try to stop that with Idjit. He does get... Actually, I technically rolled an 11 because I get +1 to cast. But you also have +1 to dispel, so just looking for an 11. Okay, not quite. So they're going to be +1 to hit and wound, if I can remember that. And we're going to go ahead and go to movement, I guess, because that's kind of where we're at. My forces are going to push up. So we're going to go put pressure on them, and we're probably going to shift these guys that way, I think, a little bit. Or at least I might keep them back a turn still and wait to see where things commit, then go in with them on the 3rd battle round. The Chosen are just going to move up. They're kind of slow, so that's the hope there. I think I'm going to keep these Chosen in the woods as well. I'm going to wait to see where I need help. So everything's moved. Soul Grinder moved up, and I decided, you know what? I kind of want the Chosen to back them up a little bit, so they ran to get to that position. Our Exalted Hero and Warriors of Chaos moved forward, no redeploys. And then this unit of warriors moved forward, and then Josh did redeploy these Stabbas 3 inches, so they jumped over the walls a little bit. Now the walls only slow down normal moves, run moves, and charge moves, not pile-in moves or redeploy moves. And then I decided, you know what, screw it. Grolgor is hungry for battle, so he moved forward, keeping the Chaos Knights back, I think. Well, if I'm going to charge everything, I'm probably going to, I'll move them over the wall too. I'll just run them over the wall. And then because you redeployed there, it was a 9-inch charge for these guys to make it in after they moved. So they did a normal move and they're going to try a 9-inch charge a little bit later. And it brings me to realize I want these guys to run. They're just going to clear the fence. They're just going to literally just stay right here. Just so they don't have to worry about the fence later. They're going to hold until the 3rd turn. And I think we are good to go, I guess, to your shooting, big guy. Let's put everything into those same goblins I was firing at before. Let's do the Harvester Cannon, which should hit them on 4s, and then wound them on 3s, and you'll have your 5-up save against 3 of them. Oh, they forgot the Mystic Shield on them. So they have a Mystic Shield, there'd be 4-up saves on them. Bloop. Which, okay, didn't matter. I don't even know if you rolled that well last time, so I'm not too sure if the Mystic Shield would have mattered. You got 3 more dead, then let's shoot some phlegm at them. That's gonna hit. 3 to wound. That is a wound. This is Ren 2, so 6 up. So, and they put their shields up. It does not matter on them, so it just lands right in the middle, and 3 goblins also die. So kill 6 goblins. Not too bad. The phlegm bombardment hits the back of the goblin unit a little bit, and that's where they die. And we're good to go ahead and start charging. I'm gonna start. Let's start with these chosen. They have a 9 to make here. They're gonna roll a 6. I am gonna do 4 to victory from Lord Grolgor there, if he's within 18, which I believe he is. Let's try that again, round 2. 9. So they get -1 because of the effect, but their drummers give them +1. These are the ones with +2 over there. They ran, so they're not charging, but they're gonna make it in. That's kind of, that's spicy. That's with the heroic leadership command points, so we're gonna send them right in there. Oh, I already know. Glorious chosen charge. Not bad, not bad. We're gonna go for Warrior Chaos Charge right there. Cool. That's 12 with all the modifiers. There's the 2nd unit in. Let's see what Grolgor's got going. Okay, also a pretty good charge roll. We're not gonna be too ambitious with him. We're just gonna have Grolgor go right up into him. And then when he charges, he does impact hits on a 2+. He'll run down 1 Git as he charges in. One over here gets trampled. Blech. Will complete my battle tactic for run them down. Let's see if our exalted hero can make a charge. He does get -1 to this roll, which I'm not in love with, so he does roll a 5, which is gonna want him like right up in the middle there. So he's gonna go bloop, just so he can't get overwhelmed on too many sides. And then we'll have the Nurgle warriors in the back here charge. They get +1, -1, so they're gonna roll 7. Not too bad. Then let's see what that Soul Grinder can do as he charges 5. Charge him directly. We're gonna stay. I don't really know what Huff is capable of, so we're gonna stay outside of 3 on that one for the safety. Soul Grinder is gonna stomp on the goblins, I guess. He'll squish 3 goblins. Just step, squish. Boom, 3 in the back die, where they kind of form up in the front again. And we're good to go to fighting. Do you have to do anything at the start of the fight phase or anything?
I do have one thing at the start of the fight. Moonface Moppet on the Fungoid on the other end there.
Yes. That'll be Chosen or the Warriors of Chaos?
I think we're going to hit the Warriors of Chaos with it.
Understood. So mommenting them, which is -1 to their save characteristic, they're going to go to a 4-up. And then I'm going to remember, every order I do is potentially 1 more command point. I think I have to fight first with my Chaos Lord, because he charged. Grolgor gets the strikes first rule when he fights. So we have to resolve him first. Attack with his Hexed Hellfire Battle Axe. He'll have 3 attacks with it. You're -1 to hit, if I recall.
Always.
Netters. So we have 3 hits. 3s to actually crack Goblin Skulls, though. Not bad. No 6s, though. So we got 2 at Ren 1. 2 at Ren 1. Oh, wow. Pocket 6 is very good. Let's see if that Demon Blade he has will do anything. 3s to hit normally with the Demon Bound Blade, but 4s now because of the Netters. He's a little stuck on them. Didn't really matter, I suppose. No 6s to roll either. So 2 wounds at... These are Ren 2. So these go right through your save?
Directly through.
And these are D3 damage each. Okay, he cuts through 4 goblins with that. Karkadrak gets to go. He is heavily affected by the nets, though, as they mostly hit him. 5s to hit with that guy. Ooh, the nets stop 1 of them. And it does wound. The one that gets through is Ren of 1. So we have a 6-up save on the goblins. Ooh, he just gores 2 of them dead. That he made, he made a little bit of a clearing in the woods there. That's the strike first effect. I mean, I guess it's not that bad because I get to pick what's... Now we go to the normal order of operations for fighting. I think I'm going to go with the Chosen. Makes the most sense, I think. So we're going to pile in with them. Let's stay 3 away from him. It looks like we'll pile up and around. And we're just going to make room for that guy to get in there. They are going to issue an all-out attack to themselves for a command point, but would you like to roll me a d6 there, Josh, to see if you get a 3, and it'll cost me a second command point. It does. I have 1 command point left after that all-out attack. I don't know if it's worth it, but it's going to counteract the netters. So we'll get them with our chosen weapons. 3s to hit again. No 6s for mortal wounds. But the 3s to hit were relevant because I have 4 and 5 in there even. 3s to wound. Oh, that's really good. That is going to be 9 saves. These are rend of 1, so 6s. I see 1. That is 16 damage. As a just 2 damage per.
Ouch.
So it just absolutely cleaves through 16 goblins. That's what we got left there. That's my pick to fight. Now we can go to Josh's pick.
I think I'm going to go on the Soul Grinder over here.
And that will be me. Just 20. Well, while Josh is piling it in, like, throw up some thoughts here. I wish I ran halberds on this brick of 20 in the middle. I don't have any warriors with halberds, but because there's no Galician. The first time I'm playing Warriors of Chaos or Slaves of Darkness since the seasonal change and the non-inclusion of my beloved Galician veterans. So the goblins have piled up and around the Soul Grinder. Lots of goblin attacks here. They have if they get issued all that attack from that guy, they get mortal wounds.
It's from a loon boss, so it has to be from the guy in the trees here.
Yeah. Is this the one to do it on?
I think I'm gonna wait and do it on that middle block.
Middle block it is. Fair.
Yeah.
16 goblins able to attack, or 16 attacks of goblins, and the netters. 3 of them?
3 netters.
3 netters. All the goblin stabbers. What are they hitting on?
They're going to be hitting on 4s.
Oh, they're 4s and 4s kind of thing. That's right. A little bit under there. These are 5s to them because of the Mark of Nurgle, though. So that's kind of what we're banking on here. Nurgle, protect! Blessed grandfather.
Get him.
Does it? It stopped with 1 wound. No ones to reroll, I think. So here's my 4-up save. You do 3 damage to that big boy. 15 wounds left from 18. Then we got the netters. 3 attacks each per netter. Are they 5s and 4s?
They're 4s and 5s.
Oh, so okay, so they're 4s and 6s. Excellent. 4s to hit. Boom. That's a damn good roll.
6s.
Now we need the 6s, yeah. And we get to reroll 1s. I'm gonna remember, you pretty much always get to reroll 1s against me. That's 1 wounding hit. Boom. That's the damage. 14 on the big guy. My next pick, I wonder. Fight in the middle doesn't really matter too much because neither one of us is going to be able to kill any amount that would affect the fight. So I think I want to keep putting pressure on these guys because anything I kill at this point will actually detract from attacks back at me. The Warriors of Chaos are going to go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 able to attack. I got a few 3 lingering back. They do get an additional attack because they're fighting within range of an objective they do not control yet. So it's going to be 22 attacks with the 7 guys fighting. The champions, the 4th attack. 4s to hit because of those netters. Here's the first half. We've got 3 hits on the first half. And I'm going to roll the second volley. And then these all hit plus 3. That's 1, 2, 3. That's all I got for hits. Not ideal. 3s to wound. Okay, there we go. Not too bad. They don't have a 4-up save, so I don't reroll. 6 wounds at -1. 6 ups! Boop. That is... Okay, 6 more dead. These goblins are just falling over. There we go. And I didn't... Oh, sorry. Earlier I did not declare their Bringers of Ruination and Damnation. They get to fight twice a turn, but the strike last effect applies. I was actually too afraid of... Because I did 16 damage in that first volley. I figured once they jumped in, I figured I'd do a little bit more than 6 damage, and they would have been pulled out of combat. I would have wasted the ability. So that's why I didn't want to use it. But I would obviously they did much worse than I thought they were going to do, so I should have done it, but it still works out. We're going to let Josh have some fun piling in this giant... Is that 60 in the middle?
It's still 40, but
40,
it feels like so much more over that wall.
It does. It does. We piled them in. 17 goblins striking. 3 of them are netters. We got 1, 2, 3. Now the trick here is we're going to use one of the 2 remaining command points from the Loon Boss to all-out attack them. Gives them +1 to hit, and is it 6 to wound or mortal wounds?
6 is to wound or mortal wounds.
Is it in addition?
In addition.
Spicy. Nice, okay. That's about it there, and I guess we're going to roll it up. You got 1 command point left, and then 1 more heroic leadership on Idjit and Huffa? Huffa. Yeah. And the unit's wholly within 9 of the Spore Splatter Fanatics, so it's going to be 34 attacks on the Goblins. Do the first half, 4s to hit. Boop. It's 3s because of all that attack. Forgot about that immediately.
The hit.
And then go ahead and do the wounds here. Is this all 17 attacks again?
This is the wounds.
Okay, yeah, roll them up. This should be -1 to wound because I'm Nurgle.
-1. That means 5s.
5s it is, but 6s are scary. I don't want to see 6s. I see 3 6s. Those are in addition, correct?
Yes.
4 of them. Go ahead and do the second volley here. Should be 3s. 5s to wound. Damn good hit roll. Can you follow it up, though?
No.
No. 3. These are the netters. These are 3s to hit because they get the +1. 6 to wound still because the Nurgle, but the 6s are mortals, so they're ideal. That's all you really want. That's 2 of them. We got 4. We got 9 saves in total, and then 5 mortal wounds afterwards. So these are 3-ups. Yes. Oh, I just remembered re-rolling ones. Let me go double check all that. Somehow, only 2 1s were rolled for wound rolls on the status. So we'll go ahead and re-roll them because I got a good armor save. I don't want to see 6s. 1 more wound. There you go. As much of the state of the game fixed as possible there. So I still have 5 more wounds afterwards. These are all 3-ups. So these are fails. I do have oracular visions on them, so 6-up board save against these. So I'll take, that kills 2 warriors off, and then I have 5-up board saves against mortal wounds. So it kills, okay, 4 warriors dead. Not bad. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. That's about it. You get to fight with those guys over there still. I have to go with the Exalted Hero, these warriors, and the Soul Grinder still. I pretty much just resolved all the fights over there. Let's do the Exalted Hero. He's right in the middle. Let's see how many little gobos he can cleave through. 4 attacks with his Rune-etched Blade. Ooh, cracks a hit with every single one. Netters aside. Rend 1. Except saves on him. He's here to party. These goblins aren't. He just killed 8 once. He's an Exalted Hero. He just carved up 8 goblins. No problem. And then you get to go with these goblins afterwards. We'll kill the 5 there and 3 more there, and then the rest step up. We're just cleaving through goblins. So they're not really going to pile in too much. These are the Spore Splatter Fanatics, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so okay, +1 attack on all of them. They don't have an all-out attack on them, so we're just looking at 4s and 5s. But they get lots of attacks. We're going to do the attacks into the Chaos Warriors first, and these 2 goblins, one being a netter, one being a stablet, into the Chosen we'll do last. All right, roll them up. We are 4s to hit. Bloop. Okay. 5s to wound. Nurgle protects. No, not much, but 2 of them are going to go through for 3. Oh, reroll the 1, I'm going to remember, before having to check the clips again. All right, there we go, another one. These are 3-ups. Good. Armed with Chaos Armor holds. And then we have, did you do the netters yet?
I have not done the netters.
All right, the netters. Not bad. That's a spicy looking roll, I suppose. Yeah, 6 to wound. Let's see that exact same roll again. We're going to remember rerolling 1s. A few 1s to reroll. A couple in there. We got 2. We got single wound so far. Do we have 2 wounds? No, just the 1. 3 up. Okay, we're good. And then we have the 2 goblins attacking the Chosen. Let me just get them out of the way quickly, I guess. 2 attacks from the 1 goblin. He hits once, wounds on a 5. No, and then the netter has 4 attacks actually, because of the Spore Splatters. 1 hit, 6 to wound. Go Goblins! All right, well that was something, I guess. Piling in my Chaos Warriors a little bit as we spread out even further. I'm gonna have 3 on the end, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attacking over there. 28 attacks because we're fighting over an objective we do not control, including the champion. And they're 4s to hit because of the netters. Bloop, 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 bloop. On the first bit, so we got 6. Second one on 4s as well. Let's add 6 to this, so that's 4. I think these all hit then with the first volley. 3s to wound the goblins. No re-rolling. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. That should be 10 wounds. 10 6-ups. Boop. That kills 10 goblins. Just no problem.
Where are they at?
I don't know. You just lost 18, man.
Where are the 6s?
Where are you? I don't know. We're just discussing. Josh used up all his 6s on those 2 save rolls against the Hellfire, the Hexed Hellfire Axe there. Well, that means you should be done resolving attacks. I just have the Soul Grinder to go. He's only hitting on 5s with pretty much all of his attacks because of the netters.
I am also going to all-out defense on those goblins with the free command point I got from Agent.
With his piston-driven legs there, 6 attacks on 5s because of the netters. Ooh, 1 miss. 3s to crush the goblins into the dirt. Now, these are only run 1. You have Mystic Shield and all-out defense, so back to 5-ups. Or 4-ups even. I don't get to reroll any wound rolls against them because it has to be the base save characteristic of 4 more, not stacked up to a 4-up save. These should be 4-ups. Boom, and yep, that's continuing in Josh's pattern.
Classic.
2 damage per fail, so he crushes 4 goblins with those stomps. Slam the ground twice with that blade. 5. Oh, nice. The netter stops one of them from hitting, and he's gonna try and pick up a goblin with his claw on a 5. But if I roll a 6, nope. The netter stops that one as well. Excellent. So that's all the damage I deal with him. That's all he's got bringing to bear. That is, I think, all she wrote for the combat phase. So we're gonna go right to Battle Shock. Where would now this wouldn't be so bad if somebody rolled just a little bit.
I mean, you know, Oh, a 6 every now and then.
I don't know. You made 2. I think you only made 2 saves at the beginning. That was it. So you lost a lot. This one lost the most. That one lost almost 20. They didn't lose too much, but they took some damage here and there. So what? Who's getting inspired? Oh, how many points did you have in your list, anyways?
I'm 1970.
1970. Okay, so that was it because that was a dummy and bought the end of the spell. You actually get a triumph. Do you usually go for the? We forgot to talk about it in the beginning. I assume you usually go for the auto pass inspire one for goblins, the goblin build. Yeah, that which is indomitable. So you get to use that once per game, which is good. And because of the campaign, you actually get a second triumph. I got to double check. I don't know if you have to pick the same one. I don't know if you can pick the same one. You might be able to. Oh yeah, you can double up on Indomitable. So we have 2 Indomitables this game because of the campaign. One for the base game mechanics of having triumph with less points, and then the other one for because Chaos is so dominant in the campaign. Any faction that fights Chaos always gets an extra triumph, and it could be the same one. So we're going to use Indomitable there and an Indomitable over here. So they're gone. We don't have to worry about them anymore. But they're holding because they're determined to take the road. And then these guys you're just going to let run?
Yeah, speaking of gone, they're actually gone.
So they do leave. Now, half that unit can come back at the end of your turn, I believe, on a D6 roll of a 4-up.
On a 4-up.
Do you have the clammy hand at all? What's your command trait?
I don't have the clammy hand.
No clam. I love that one. What is your command trait? I can't remember.
My command trait is the Loon Touch, so it gives the extra spell to Agent Huffa.
Okay, perfect. So these guys boogie, and that means I take this objective, at least. I don't believe I take this one, though. We'll have to double check that one. But what that means is Lord Grolgor gets to roll on the Eye of the Gods table because he was part of taking an objective away from the enemy. Let's see, does he get snuffed by the Chaos Gods again? Yes, nope. He gets, he heals D3 wounds or something. So it's even funnier than they heal D3 because if he doesn't have any wounds allocated to him, you treat the result as snubbed by the Chaos Gods again. So is he really a chosen of the Pantheon, or is he just telling his followers he's the chosen of the Pantheon? It's like, I'm pretty big up there. I'm big with those guys, you know? Like,
I know the guys upstairs.
I know. Is that what's going on here, Grolgor? Lose 4 Warriors of Chaos. Their bravery 8 with a banner, so roll a 6. We're good. These ones are just kind of rolling around on the ground, being, I think, succumbing to the poison. This objective is still under Gittish control because you have 22 models nearby, and I have 18 because I just lost 4. Actually, not even all the units in range. Some of the guys are too far off to the side there. So I don't get this one. And then this one, how many Gitz do you have near it? And taking a look at this one, you have 10 in range of it. I have 9. This one guy's too far away. Even if I had him in range, it wouldn't have mattered. Just because, well, I had to at least exceed you. So unfortunately, I only get 3 victory points there. I did really well in killing. That's not bad. But this list is all about scoring primary points typically, right? Yes. Holding the ground, holding the line, and buying time for reinforcements to come bursting through the Loon Shrine narratively. But I do get my 1 victory point over here. That's not bad. And we got snubbed by the Chaos Gods again. All right, so I killed 75 goblins and lost 4 warriors of chaos. The numbers look good for me on that regard, but I am having a hard time taking score here. So we're going to the second turn for the goblins. It's 5-3, and Josh is able to score quite a bit of points this turn, it looks like. So current standing of command points, and let's see what he's got to bring to bear. I got the accent. I gotta stop doing that. I have this amazing opportunity at work to work and meet people from around the world, and all I do is mimic their accents. I have this horrible habit of stealing accents when they come by, so I apologize.
No, the southern accent's just too good.
That's too good, man. Oh my gosh, I actually don't know what's his name. What's you know who I mean?
Matt.
Matt, yeah. His accent, man. You guys are, he's playing against Steve right now. Not really Death Guard. He's got an amalgamation of a force, like Nurgle Demons versus Votann. You guys will know what I mean when you see that battle report. All right, so we have a lot to figure out. This guy's mutation stays active. This adapt or die goes away for me. And I'm probably going to just put... Well, I won't worry about that. I'll let you figure out your battle tactic and stuff. I'm probably just going to put adapt or die on them again, I guess. I have to roll for the moon. We get to 4 up and just move to the middle, right?
Right.
4 up. Boop. Or not. It's just going to keep it real over there. That's fine.
I think my battle tactic for this round is going to be broken ranks, and I'm going to kill the Soul Grinder.
Oh, fair. Okay, I hope you don't. Okay, so that's 2 points for that one. I'm still in the thought process. Like, do I just like scuff my grand strategy to try to go for the easier tactics? Because I technically the Slaves of the Darkness ones are easy as you can imagine to do, but they're still a little iffy. But I'll figure that out on my turn, I guess. So that's a battle tactic. What would you like to do for a heroic action?
My heroic action is going to be to morph or mutate.
Oh, that's right. Mutation on him. Roll it up, D3, and you get to do that in addition to another heroic action, essentially. Boo, 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 boo.
There
3,
it is.
which is the 5-up ward save. Yeah, so just change that red die to a 3 so we remember. Adapter die this unit over there. We have to figure out another heroic action as well. My adapter die is going to go. They already have a 6-up ward save for Oracular Vision. I can't do adapter die on him. He's got no characters nearby. He's not wholly within 12 of him, is he? He's not. Son of a gun, it's like 13 inches away. Okay, fine. So no adapter die over there. I suppose I am going to put adapter die on this unit of Chosen over here. They have a 6-up ward save, but I might as well give them a 5-up ward save because they're a unit of 5 or less. Try leadership on the Loon Boss over there. Boo, boo, boo. That's a 6, so he'll have that. And then we can roll for the mouthpiece of Mork over here to give you... Nope, okay. So just the one on the Loon Boss. I believe I want willpower for mine. Because I don't think I need to do anything else. He still has the random mutation on him, so I'll give him heroic willpower to try and unbind a second spell. And when I go to say that, there was probably comments about the Moonface Mommet on these guys, and I definitely rolled 3 or 4 3s on them for their saves, then those would have been fails. I'm going to go ahead and quickly fix that right now. They would have they have no ward save on them against that, just damage on them. That's just it. So I lose 2 Warriors of Chaos. They should be dead, which means they can't fail a morale check. And that's it. That's all. The Mommet should have killed 2 Warriors of Chaos, at least. All right, we're going to go to Idjit. He's going to use Fungoid Rot, which is the curse spell, essentially. I can't remember what it's called, but it is...
Curse of Damnation, maybe?
Curse of Damnation. So it's going to do D3 mortal wounds to him in addition to reducing his save by 1. And you get +1 to cast?
He gets +1 to cast.
All right, roll it up. Ba, 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 ba. Ooh, that's a 10 in total. Dang, that's pretty good. I respect that roll. This guy does get +1 to unbind, but I have to roll a 10 on the dice to stop it. I'll let you have this one. It's a little hard to stop. I'm gonna do a hypothetical though. Oh, good call, Luca. So D3 mortal wounds on him. Roll it up. He's got 14 wounds. He's got 13 wounds, but his save is reduced by 1. So he's got 13 remaining. I'm gonna hopefully remember that. I'm gonna cast a final transmutation against him as well to reduce his reroll hit rolls of 1 against him, essentially, because his armor save is so good. Let's see what we get. You need to show a 6 on the dice. That's a 7 and an 8 in total. Oh, you think about re-rolling it?
I'm also a bad snatchers. I think I'm going to re-roll the 2 in that roll.
Don't roll a 1. Make it easier for me. Okay, a 9. Reroll hit rolls of 1, and reroll wound rolls of 1 because of the road, the Gilded Way. So I'll try and stop that one. You rolled a 9 in total?
9 in total.
So I need to show a 9 to stop it. 6, not good enough. He does not help. Got 2 negative effects on.
All right, I'm going to do Spore Maul on my Fungoid. It's only a 6-inch range, so it's only going to hit the Chosen here, but I think the mortal wound output is worth it.
All right, roll it up.
7 to cast.
You can reroll the 2?
Could technically re-roll one of those. Yeah, why not?
Why not? There's no downside, right?
Yeah, it just happens, so.
7. There you go. I'm going to try and stop that, I guess, with my Lord. We do? All right.
This little Madcat back here that's been hiding is going to Mystic Shield my Loon Boss.
So many little characters. Hey, got it. So Mystic Shield on the Loon Boss.
All right. Gobblepalooza are going to do what Gobblepalooza do, and they're just going to buff/debuff all this middle block we've got going on here.
Right.
So first things, we're going to try to roll for the Spore Cloud spell. That's the one that gives them the extra -1 to hit if they're within 12.
That should be good.
Okay. Boggle Eye here is going to mesmerize the unit of Chaos Warriors there.
And we're going to get a 7 in total there. And then it's probably good enough to cast it, I assume.
Yeah, and you don't have any unbinds left.
Nada. So
Yes.
that'll work. So that means I can't issue or receive commands with them?
Correct.
Okay, that works for me.
The Brewgit down there is going to give Idjit and Huffa some petaled potion. I guess he thinks he makes better brews. And it's going to give him +1 to hit and wound.
Easy enough. That's pretty good for a little monster there. And what would the Spiker? Can the Spiker do...
Well, the Spiker, so I only get one of the know-whats. The Spiker could give out a buff as well, but I chose the peddling potion.
Yeah, it's just because like the Spiker, the extra rend on them doesn't actually matter against the Nurgle Warriors with the Ensorcelled Bane. All right, well, that's it for Gobapalooza, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. The Sneaky Snufflers, as we go to the movement phase, do they want to move this turn, or are they going to try and buff up a unit?
No, they're definitely buffing a unit. They're going to start digging around for some mushrooms, and I'm going to buff the 24 or so remaining goblins I've got.
That's a 5-up board save on a 2-up, because they're under the effect of the Bad Moon with the Loon Shrine here. And then on a 5, is it, they get the extra attack?
5.
All right, roll it up. What do we get? Well, they get the effect. They get the, it's normally a 3-up, but +1. So 5-up board on the guys in the middle. A lot of freaking things going on in this game. With the campaign bonuses all included too. A lot of little buffs. Let's see if we can remember. Mystic Shield, 5-up board save. I can't issue or receive commands. I gotta remember that one. You get +1 to hit and wound. My guy is Final Transmutated and the Fungoid Curse thing. These guys have a 6-up board save from Adapt or Die. Whew. What about mutations? He also mutated to get a 5-up board save. My guy's mutated for a 5-up board save. These guys have Adapt or Die on them. Oh, brutal, 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 brutal. I'm gonna put another little notification there to remember that they have a thing on them. And yeah, I'm sure I'm missing probably 5 other ones somehow too. The move Idjit and Huffa just gonna shift up and around. The claw, the 3-inch control zone of the Soul Grind is gonna charge in to get in combat there. But we wanna make room for the Spore Splatters. All right, yeah, they get a 3, are they gonna run or just move?
They're gonna run, they don't need to do anything else. So they're basically gonna be 3d6.
All right, 3d6 move. Roll all 3 dice at the same time because that's they move 2d6 plus a run, so they get to go. Bip-bidi-boo. No, 12. Nice. Just moving up and around. They were trying to stay in range of both units to give them extra attacks each. Gobapalooza's gonna run 5 technically because oh no, you're not slowed down, only me. They're gonna do the full 6 and then shift over this way a little bit, right in front of the Loon Shrine. And then if nothing else is retreating, we just have a couple of elements to move over here. The Sneaky Snufflers have to stay still. Gonna move back the Fungoid Cave Shaman. Then the Loon Boss is going to shift through the woods. Aaron down Grolgor. I like it. Going to move the Spore Splatter Fanatics. 2d6, not running them though. They're going to go up to 6. And just go in the woods there. That should be it for movement. Mm-hmm. We got a little bit of shooting with Huffa. He has like a little breath attack as well as slings on the Gretchen on the top there. Breath attack is the Anvil of Apotheosis. When you pick a unit within range, you roll a die for every model in the unit. Every 6 steps of mortal wound, and there's 16 in the unit. So we're looking for 6s here on these 16 dice. And
normally this is like a breath attack for a dragon, but Idjit is breathing in fungoid fumes and stuff all day, and he's just back out at you.
That's just breathes out toxic fumes. And does it get through the armor? Well, it looks like 3 of them might. 4 mortal wounds. So that means we have a 5 aboard save because of the Chaos Rune Shields. They use it to protect their breathing noses. Apparatus? I don't know. It doesn't help. What a surprise. 2 die. 2 from the back. Bam. Bam.
The Soul Grinder.
Oh, those slings in the Soul Grinder. All right, you get to reroll hit rolls 1 because of Final Transmutation.
These are 4s and 4s.
All right, 4s to hit. 2 hits. Nice, good start. 2 slings. Excellent. And then 4s to wound, rerolling 1s because of the Gilded Way. All right, 1 wound. We're ending on that, but I am -1 to my save from the spell, so we're good. We're on to the charge phase. Where would you like to start?
The Spore Splatter Fanatics are going to charge into Grolgor.
Grolgor! Let's see what you get. D6 and a D... Oh, 10! Oh, bring it on. Charging there. We took the trees off so you guys can see better. Is the Loon Boss going in as well?
The Loon Boss is going
in. Rewards of Chaos. I'm going to take his head. Bloop. Oh, yeah, he's in 7. I'm excited. But the Spore Splatter Fanatics are actually scary. I got to deal with him. The Loon Boss is free to do as he pleases, I guess. Is the staying outside of 3 of them? It looks like you are outside of 3, but I don't know if you want to drag him in or not.
Yeah, let's double check it. I want to stay outside.
Okay, that's easy enough. Just fanning out the Spore Splatters a little bit more to make room for him to be able to charge. No problem. And then we want to get Huffa in here, I assume. He can't really fail his charge. He just has to go into that little nook there to get within half an inch to charge. So let's see what he gets. For the dramatic effect, I guess.
Get him, Huffa.
All right, 10. Excellent. Does he do it? He looks like he does impact hits when he charges.
He does not.
I wasn't too sure if that's an ability you can give them or not. Yeah, all right, fair. It totally is a thing, but you didn't have the points for it. No! Fair, okay. Huffa doesn't quite do impact hits. That should be it for charging. So would you like to do a monstrous rampage?
Yeah, I think we're going to... He's already +1 to hit and wound.
Oh, so you could stomp or roar. Oh, I can't stomp. You can only roar.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to roar it.
3 up to roar. Boop. Nice. And do I want to stomp or do I want a Titanic Duel Huffa? How many wounds does Huffa have?
Huffa's got 12 wounds.
You know what? I'll Titanic Duel Huffa. Is Huffa -1 to hit right now?
Because you're within an inch of a goblin.
I'm -1 hit all the time. I understand. I'm going to Titanic Duel. Yeah, that's the plan. That's it. All right, I forgot the moment over here technically for this phase, but it shouldn't affect anything. But in case it does, we'll go on these guys.
It's 12 inches out.
One of those Warriors of Chaos there. Would you like to fight first with Huffa?
You know, I think so.
All right. Well, I got nothing I can do about it. I cannot receive orders because I got yelled at. Plus, if I do any orders in the combat phase, it's going to cost me 2, and I only have 2 command points. So it's likely going to cost me 2. Which is going to attack first with his Stirring Spoon into the Soul Grinder. What do we got here? +1 to hit and wound.
3 attacks. It's normally 4s and 4s, so it's going to be 3s and 3s.
All right, perfect. And re-rolling any 1s. No 1s there. 2 hits so far with the Stirring Spoon and 3s to wound. But I'm Nurgle. That's right, 4s to wound. 1 wound. 6s don't matter, right?
Right.
No rend on the Stirring Spoon, but I'm -1 from the spell. Make that with a 5. How much damage is that spoon? Just 1? Oh, it's just 1 damage? Okay, I was a little worried. Actually, I haven't asked what the profile is at all. So with AoE characters, I'm always afraid of anything. But I assume Huff has got some hit.
Huffa can punch a little bit.
All right, we'll see what Huffa's got. Huffa's up next. What are we starting with?
This is going to be Huffa's Horn. It's going to make 6 attacks. After all the negatives and positives, we're at 3s and 4s.
All right, so we got 6 scores here. 3s to hit. Rolling any 1s. No 1s, but hey, pretty much 5 hits. Almost all hit. And 4s rolling 1s. 2 wounds. And sorry, what was the rend?
This is rend 1.
So 6 up saves. Oh, I can make 6. What's the damage on that?
2 damage.
He's got 11 remaining wounds. He's 1 away from being bracketed. Alpha's got a bite. So he gored a little bit there. Now he's going to bite. What are we looking at here?
He's going to bite you. We're going to be at 2s and 4s all said and done.
All right, 2s to hit. Nice, good start. 4s to wound. Rolling 1s.
Get him.
1 wound. What's the rend on the bite?
This is rend 2.
No save at all.
So it's going to be 4 damage.
Oh, 7 wounds left on the Soul Grinder. That's a spicy hit. I like it. Oof. I kind of... Oh, dang. Are the goblins going to kill me? We are going to go ahead and correct a little bit there. The Spore Splatter Fanatics would give Huffa and Idjit extra attacks. Let's do that Wooden Spoon. We're just going to go through a few of the attacks here. Wooden Spoon!
Get him, Spoon.
Was it 3s and 4s? Yeah, it was 3s and 4s. Yeah, because I'm +1 to hit, +1 wound, and -1 wound. That is a wound, and we are going to suffer a damage. We're at 6. Horn attack from Huffa. That's a hit. And does he wound? Yes, he does. That's a 4. We fail that. How much damage? 2.
2 damage.
4. So if you hit and wound with the mouth, I'm dead. See, Huffa, it's all you.
2s. Rerolling 1.
Rerolling it. Oh, okay, does it wound? Let's see if you can get a chomp and just bite the legs off.
It's big. This is a 4.
4 to wound, rolling 1s. Oh. Up to you. I'll let you call it cocked if you want.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. All right, so the Soul Grinder lives with 4 wounds, and now I am thinking that the goblins could probably kill him, especially with an all-out attack order from that loon boss. So let's go with the Soul Grinder and try and get like a glorious 1 attack out of the way before he goes down. With Titanic Duel, we're just counteracting the nets. So we're back to forest here. We're going to start stepping on and around Huffa. Got bad. 3s to wound. 2. Oh, but Huffa's got a 4 up safe base, right?
Yes.
So I get to reroll that. So we got 3 wounds on you at rend 1. I was going to all-out defense here for a command point. Who had your leadership? This is the loon boss did.
That was the loon boss.
So Huffa's probably going to order himself. He's rend 1, so back to your 4-ups.
Back to 4s.
You're going to continue failing most of your saves. That's 4 damage on Huffa. Huffa's got 12 wounds. He's down to 8. The Warp Metal Sword's going to hit on 4s. And wound on 3s. That's a wound at rend 2. So you got a 5 up because of all the defense. Oh, nice. A save. Last attack is the claw. Let's see if that claw hits you. It grabs you because I rolled a 6. That's just D6 mortal wounds. One. Not bad. All right, that's it.
That reminds me, I do have a six up ward, so we'll make those 4 wards together.
I'll just do all 5 then. Yeah, that works. I have 6 up ward saves on him because of all the shrooms. Boop. Okay, so just take the 4 damage still. The little Titanic duel there got Huffa down to 8 and the Soul Grinders at 4. And that's my pick. The Spore Splatter is going to go over here. Are they Ren 2 on their attacks?
They are, I'm pretty sure they're Ren 1, but they're D3 damage.
He's going to order an all-out defense on himself because Grogor is a little worried about being overwhelmed here. So on a 3-up, does it cost me 1 more there, Josh, from the, I can't remember the mechanic, but it's the mission.
Oh my gosh.
My Warrior of Chaos.
Warrior.
And I got 1 command point left. Hey, it only costs 1. They get D3 attacks each. Their Spore mechanic affects other Gitz, not themselves. So 5 D3 attacks. What do we got? Let's see what Grogor has to deal with.
So 2s and 4s, or 2s and 5s in your case.
Oh, you got to roll up the amount of attacks first.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Almost max. And more average, I guess, technically. 1 above. What are we hitting on?
2s.
Okay, fair. Bring it on. And reroll 1s to wound for the effect, not the hits. Yeah. 5s to wound because of Mark and Nurgle. Rerolling 1s though because of my armor save.
Show me some 5s.
I see a 5. Of course, 2 1s to reroll. So just the 1. Pretty sure the Mark and Nurgle stopped 4 or 5 wounds there. What's the? You said Ren 1. Although defense, we're good. I am gonna fight next with my Warriors of Chaos. Really gonna get much more for piling in, so I'll tighten you up there. 3. Keep thinking, can't do it. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, same idea. But we're fighting on an objective we don't control, so it still will be 28 attacks because of the champion. I'm going to attempt an all... This is the end of the battle round, right? Yeah. I only have 1 command point left. But I should probably just save it for Inspire. I'm not gonna risk it. Yeah, I'll just do a hit on 4s. 4s to hit. Oh, that's damn good. All right, let's do the wound rolls here. 3s. Okay, not bad. 5, 9 wounds so far. And the second one. 3s. On top of the 9, we got 10, 11, 12, 14, 13, 14. I believe they're going to have a 5 aboard save this time. So here's the 6s. Okay, got a couple this time. That's not bad. That's a great improvement over last one. Damage, but we do have the Sneaky Snuffler 5 aboard save on him. That's going to stop. I see 4, 5. There's a 6 over here. So okay, we kill 9. Thin out these ranks a little bit, leaving mostly dudes near the objective there. That's my pick. We're gonna go ahead and attack back with these goblins before the, the Exalted Hero gets to go. 25 attacks, all under the Warriors of Chaos. They're gonna ignore the champion. 25 for the boss and because of the help from them, and then we'll have 1 net. There's only 1 net left, eh? We're getting there. 4s to hit with their attacks. On the stab is first. Looks okay. 5s because of Mark and Nurgle, and rolling 1s because my armor save is good.
We will remember it.
And gravity is my enemy. So we got the 1s re-rolling, and that is an additional wound in there. So we got 3, 4, 5 wounds. All right, so we got 3 up saves here. Oh, yeah. So that's 2 save, and they currently have Oracular Visions, which is a 6 aboard. They seen it coming. We take a damage. Where does that wound want to go? That guy can afford. This guy, right? None of them can really afford to take a wound because of coherency issues. I will fix that later, and that means I am going to take a wound on the banner. I guess can afford it there. That's not the ensorcelled banner. That's the one with the skulls on it over there with the decaying heads. I should. 4 attacks from a net. 4s to hit. Yeah, and 6s to wound. Oh, nice. Let's see that roll again. 6s. I see. Reroll. There's at least that. Nope. I guess the logical choice is the Loradon Crackadrak. Does the Loon Boss have a 3-up safe base?
No, it's 4-up base.
4-up base, but he's got Mystic Shield on him. He charged me. He doesn't get the bonus in the woods, so... But the Spore Splatters could be kind of clutch to kill. I'm going to go for the Spore Splatters, because I technically need your heroes to kind of live for one of my battle tactics. We'll start with the Hexed Hellfire Battle Axe there. 3s to hit normally, but they are wholly within 12 of the Spore for -1 to hit. 6s to wound are good on the Hellfire Axe. That's a miss as well. 6s to wound, let's go! Hey, nice. It does damage. Okay, so that's 2 mortal wounds. This is where it's funny. So 2 mortal wounds there, and then this is -1 to your save. So it does 2 damage? Yeah.
3.
So then might as well. So it doesn't matter at all fighting them. So we do 4 damage so far. He's got the Demon-Bound Blade, which also hits on 4s. Those miss. And so is that actually. The Tearing Horns are on 5s because of the spores. And boo. Nothing. All right, so I just do the 4 damage.
1 lives.
Oh, they're 1 wound each.
Yes.
Outstanding. Coming to the Soul Grind, we're going to get a few extra goblin attacks as they wrap in and around. And they're staying wholly within 9 of the Spore Fanatics. I assume they're going to take the Loon Boss's all-out attack.
Yes.
And that'll be from leadership, so they're going to do mortal wounds on 6s to wound. 17 Gitz in range to attack. 35 attacks because of the champion. 3s to hit. After that, we have the extra reach on the nets. So we got 3 nets coming in as well. We do the first half on 3s from the Stabbas. Rerolling 1s to hit because of Final Transmutation. Reroll. All right. Oops, sorry, a little bit more help. And the wound roll. Looking for 1s to reroll. We got 1 in there that's rerolling. And that was, where'd that go? 1. Hey, it's still another 1. So that is going to be, these are 5s to wound and 3 mortals on top of it. It's 3 mortal wounds and 6 saves so far. Second volley. This is probably the end of the Soul Grinder. Rolling the 1s. Excellent. 5s to wound here. Mark a Nurgle. Let's protect me a little bit. Rerolling 1s. I see a couple of 1s in there. You can go ahead and reroll them. And then these are going to be... Oh, beautiful. That's 5 mortal wounds plus an additional 2 saves. So 7 more saves than 5 mortals. These are all mortal wounds. Actually, I don't even have a ward save against. He's just dead. I got all these mortal wounds I got to save against. No, he's just dead. That's 8 mortal wounds. All right. Well, he has no death throws. So he is overcome by toxins and poisons. And that, my friend, is a completed battle tactic. Not bad. You killed something. You killed something. Now I got that. If I get priority, or if I keep priority, let's see these Chosen go in there and clean house. I hope. Banking a lot on them. My pick will be the Exalted Hero swinging into the Gitz in the middle. 4 attacks on 4s. Oh, he's a little tired from last time. 3s to wound. Oh, nothing on him. And after that, your Loon Boss gets to go into my, well, into Grolgor here, the Karkadrak Lord, yeah. 3s to hit with his sickle. Good start, 1 fail. And 4s, because of Nurgle. It mattered for 1. We roll the 1 because I have a good armor save. 2 of them. Actually, yeah, 2 of them. Does have all-out defense, so these are back to 3s. He's good all day. Should be it for combat. Now, for scoring you got your 2 points for your battle tactic. You definitely still have this one because you have the 9-inch control range on them still. They lost their 9-inch control range, so I believe, we'll double check, but I think I took this objective. And I don't have to worry about battle shock on that one guy. I got 14 to the 9 on the Gitz there. I mean, not that they need the extra 9-inch control. They're pretty much all in range of it, minus a couple. But that means I think he rolls on the Eye of the Gods table. So you get 1 object. You're on 1 of them, and you got your battle tactic for 3 victory points, putting you at 8 to my 3. But you have a couple battle shocks to do if you want. Use both your Indomitables, but you still have a Indomitables. Is that what it is? Yeah. But you still have your Inspiring Presence if you needed. Would you want to keep him? He's an aura +1 attack.
The Spore Splatter has a 10 bravery. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They can't fail the Fanatics as well. Do you want to inspire them?
I will inspire this unit.
All right. And I have a command point, but I got nothing to inspire. I expected to take a little bit more casualties there, but they held pretty strong. So there'll just be a wasted command point. But that's okay. With that in mind, let's see if that shrine has more to offer. So you lost 40 goblins earlier. On a 4 up, you get 20 back. Is that right?
That's right.
All right, let's see. No rerolls, no nothing, just dice.
Yeah, just straight dice.
The bad move. Aha! 20 goblins, so it's wholly within 12, more than 3 away from me. And then we roll for priority. They are going to pop up there, wholly within 12, and more than 3 away from me to reinforce this flank. And because my Exalted Hero was part of taking this objective away from the Gitz, we roll on the Eye of the Gods table. 6, which is +1 to his charge roll. Okay. And, for the sake of naming it, it's Unearthly Reflexes, the Slanesh one. All right, now we have the priority roll.
It's going to be big.
I win ties on this one. Let's see. Can we keep priority? A 4.
Uh-oh.
6, yes! The Gitz get to take priority back. I assume you would like to take it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it'll be turn 3 for the Gloomspike Gitz. So I'm going second in the battle round here. This is currently with the scores. I got nothing on my first turn, 3 on the second turn. Gitz got 5 and 3. And we have to roll for the bad moon. technically supposed to do it before, but it doesn't really matter. It changes literally nothing. No! It's making us liars here, man.
It's just there.
We talked about how consistent it was. Now it's just, all right, whatever, that's fine. Now we go into your hero phase proper. Let me reset some of this nonsense I have down here. That guy keeps his mutation until my hero phase. Adapter die falls off, but I can just reapply it if I need to. The only thing that sticks around is that mutation there, because I had no other lasting of, I have oracular visions on these guys. They have a 6-up ward save. They keep that. Start off with the mouthpiece of Mork, that's easy to remember. 4 up. Yes, there you go. You're up to 3 command points. As for my action, I'll go with willpower again. I'll just keep trying to get the willpower going. We're gonna go ahead and put the adapter die command ability over here, and I'm gonna reallocate my adapter die to these chosen over here. They'll get their 5-up ward save. The battle tactic one is gonna be conquer to take an objective away from me this turn. Well, that's easy enough, I suppose. We are going to attempt a rally on this unit. That's from... How does this work? It does something weird. It's the action. I've never used it.
Yeah, it's the Goblin-specific heroic action.
Yeah.
So it allows me to issue rallied up to 3 units.
That's what it was. Okay.
But
yeah.
I'm just going to do it here.
Oh, okay. Fair. We're missing 17 Gitz from this unit, so they're not under the effect of the Bad Moon, so we're looking for 6s here. I'm going to counter rally with my Warriors of Chaos on that flank. There's only 2 missing models, though. Oh, that's kind of cool. It does let you do without spending command points, but it does issue the rally order. Fair. All right. So it's kind of like better leadership but for rallies, because typically like heroic leadership into a rally, this one just lets you do it. I like that. I was looking for 17 6s here.
All of them.
Only 10 won't count though. Ooh, hey, that's not bad. 3, 6, 8? That's pretty good. That ain't bad at all. Good luck getting saves now.
Oh, yeah, never.
We'll see where they end up. And while Josh is doing that, I'm gonna rally over here for one of my 3 command points. Oh, that's right, I have to pick a phase for you to cost extra command points. I'm gonna go combat phase, makes the most sense. So in the combat phase, if you issue an order, it will cost 1 more command point, maybe. And rallying those guys over there, okay, I get a guy back. Oh, let's just go ahead and put you right there, I guess. Start with a Mystic Shield from Huffa, well, mostly from Idjit. All right, you got it. Really good roll, that's the 10, I'll let you keep that one. I won't try and stop that. And what's his second spell?
The Fungoid Rot that he's been using all game.
Yeah, trying to lower their save and do more wounds
I
to
think
him.
it's going on the Warriors.
All right, let's see if you get it. I would definitely want to stop this one, if I can. 7, would you like to reroll that 1?
I will reroll that 1.
There we go. And, okay. I need to roll an 8 to stop it, because I get +1 to dispel. I get a 7, also. Boo, nice. 3 more wounds. 2. They have a 5 up to ignore more wounds. I take 2. That's my wounded banner and puts a wound elsewhere. I'm going to put that wound on this side over here. It's a -1 of their saves as well. So they have a 6-up board with Oracular Visions and -1 save. And that's his 2 spells done. I have 1 more Unbind on Grolgor. Go ahead and cast Itchy Nuisance from...
The little wizard back here in the very back.
All right, let's see what you get. And you're going to roll up 7. Strikes last on them.
I'm going to reroll that 1 too.
Oh, fair, yeah. Roll the 1 for the tribe. 7 again.
Can't change it.
I'll take the opportunity to try to stop this one on an 8. No, it's a 4. Didn't matter what I tried to stop with him, he was going to fail. So that is going to be another effect on them. They're going to be a little weaker. I'm going to do an Arcane Bolt from that little Madcap Shaman. I have no way to stop it. You got it! So he's going to have a bolt on him. We're going to go ahead and run to the Fungoid Cave Shaman. He's going to try and nick it. It just does D3 mortal wounds to a unit. In this case, because I have no artifacts on them. Is that the one that takes artifacts?
Yeah, that's the one that takes artifacts, and the reason I get it is because of the special realm trait that lets all my guys have a spell. That's the spell I've chosen.
Oh, okay, that's fair, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, roll it up. Let's see what we get here. Okay, that's it. You got it. D3 mortal wounds it is to the Chosen. They have a 6-up ward save from the Rewards of Chaos, so you at least have that going for them.
Show me a 5 or a 6, please.
1 single mortal wound, and they don't ward it, they take it. Who's left on that Chosen? Last but not least, the Knows What's from the Gobblepalooza and a couple spells. What are we thinking?
I'm going to do the Scare Face, Glare Face, I think maybe is what he's called. But he's going to give +1 to run in charge to my unit of Gitz there.
Get them all away from him. Ooh, spooky, spooky run. And then this spell, the Cloud Puff.
Fungoid Cloud.
-1 to hit. You got it. And then we have the Mesmerize from the Shroom Man there onto my Karkadrak Lord on a
6, I believe.
Oh, you got it. All right. So no commands can be issued or received by him. Is it issued and received?
Issued or received.
That's pretty good. This one in general. And then these guys get bonuses to their runs and charges, and then -1 to hit to everything holding within 12. We go to the move phase. Oh, we get to do the. We were just double checking. We have to do the snufflers though. They were thinking about just auto running through, but this gap is blocked off between the two, so we'd have to charge in. Oops. We still target them with the sneaky snufflers on a 2+ because they're under the effect of the bad moon. Do they find the mushrooms?
Probably in a wasted adapter die here, but the extra attack could be spicy.
Oh, didn't matter. Didn't matter what you targeted, so the adapter die was a good call. Nice. It worked out in the end there. The thing with these goblins is they don't want to move at all, because the second they move at a millimeter, these guys redeploy and close the gap a little bit, making it harder to conquer this objective. So they're going to have to just long bomb a charge and pile in. But with that in mind, they can stay outside of 3, no problem. I'm going to come over to this side with these Gitz. They're going to run. They get +1 to the roll, or +2 even, because they're musician, I assume. You can use that to screen. I can't risk redeploying over here, because then that would allow you to move with them over here. It's not ideal. So that's it for the big moves. Does that fungoid want to reposition, or is he happy where he is?
He's going to kind of stagger in behind them a little bit. We can just do it, right?
There we go. That works there. And then any elements over here want to move? Got a few shamans in there.
These can't. I think the shamans are kind of okay where they're at. So.
Did you want to shoot that arcane bolt out now, or do you plan on charging in with them for D3 mortal wounds?
I can shoot it out at the end of this phase, so we can go ahead and do it if you want.
All right, right at, I assume, the Carcadrack Lord?
Right at him.
5 up board, he's got the, nope, he takes the damage. 8 wounds left after that. We're going to move the Spore Splatter Fanatics just a couple of inches, just to get them, their ores a little bit further up. And we have Huffa engaging combat with these Warriors of Chaos still. And I guess the sneaky snufflers can't move, and the Gobblepalooza doesn't want to move, so that should be it, right?
That's it.
All right, we're right to shooting. We got a little bit of breathing from Huffa and some slings. 14 models in that Warrior of Chaos unit. Potential mortal wounds coming up. 6s, I see 1. They have a rune shield to protect the face with. Oh, look at that. They learned this time. A couple slings for fun. Should be, that's a hit. And then a wound roll. No, it's 4s and 4s if I recall. Just the 1 charge here. I don't think they get bonuses to it, and they're not slowed down. So you don't really need a long one. It'd be the higher the roll, the better. Right. You just need 2 charge, essentially, is it. Pop. Hey, 6 is not bad. Come in 6 this way. Again, the idea is they get to control objectives within 9, so they can really put a lot of pressure on it. So they're charging in with the idea of keeping a lot of models on this objective still. It's not coming to my attention that I completely forgot about my +1 to hit wound on that unit of Chaos Warriors there, and honestly, don't even care. They don't even have it on them, as far as I can tell. I'll just try it again next turn and try to remember. There's a little bit too much going on in the campaign with all the little realm rules and all the little bonuses, so bound to forget a thing here and there. Game's complicated enough with just the battle tomes. It's a lot to remember there, so when you start adding on the narrative campaign, all the bonuses all the armies get in addition to that, man, it's a lot. That's the only charge. Huffa is engaged. We're going to look for a roar on a 3-up. Yes, no commands on them. We're going to go first with the Loon Boss over here against my Chaos Lord. Grolgor. He can't. He's magic rise, so it doesn't really matter. He's just going to tank it.
5 attacks on 3s.
All right, 2 hits. And 4s to wound because of Nurgle. That is a wound. 3. -1. That goes right through. He's only got 3 up. And D3 damage. He does have a 5. Ooh, nice. He does have a 5 up board save from the mutation. He takes 2. He's got 6 remaining wounds. Fights last with these guys over here, so let's go with the champion, I suppose. The exalted hero is going to put his attacks into the goblins in the middle there. The ones he's engaged with. 4s to hit. 1 at -1. 6 up. All right, 2 damage, but they have a 6 up board for adapter die. He kills 2. Kills 2. Not too bad. And then that's my pick. Spore Splatter Fanatic matters next, because these guys have Itchy Nuisance, so they can't fight. D3 attacks from him. Let's see what he's got. 1! Awesome. Think it's a 4?
So on 2s and then the 5s to wound.
I see. 2s to hit. That's a hit, and a 5 to wound because of Nurgle.
Big bucks.
Yeah, rend of 1? Oh, 4 up then. Okay, how much damage?
D3 damage.
He's got 6 wounds left, and he is going to go to 2 more. He wards neither. He's got 4 remaining wounds. Look at that. He might as well go. I'm going to put everything's -1 to hit, so I'm going to put I'll put the mount into, I'll put the sword into the Spore Splatter Fanatic and everything else into the Loon Boss. The Loon Boss has cover right now though, because he's just chilling in the woods. So let's do the Hexed Hellfire Axe on 4s. 6 to wound are good. And we got, okay, 2 more wounds. 6-up ward save. Why does he have a 6-up ward save? That's just the Loon Boss. That's just what they have. That's right. He takes 1 damage. And then the mount on 5s. Oh, the mount hits 3 times. That's for the Spore Cloud. Ooh, 3 wounds at effectively run 1, but you're in the woods, so 3-up save still. Or 4-up, I guess. Yeah. 2 more damage. He's got 6-up ward. And, all right, 2 more damage. He takes 3 in total. 2 remaining wounds, and the Demon-bound blade into the Spore Splatter. 2 mortal wounds. We got him. Or at least 2 more. That's like 2d3 mortal wounds technically, but...
Bye, buddy.
Or 2 mortal wounds in addition to the damage, yeah. Got him though. That's important. We're gonna go on to fighting my Chaos Warriors here, marked by Nurgle, as they're completely surrounded by Goblins. Huffa is gonna go first. The spoon, the stirring spoon, won't be in range, but the gore and the bites, I assume, are at least 2 inch reach?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. All right.
The Goring Horn?
Should be, was this 3s to hit?
This one is, well, it was 3s because
plus 1 hit wound,
the
right.
buff I did, so it is 4s to hit right.
4s to wound because of Mark Nurgle. Rolling 1s though. Ooh, 2 1s to reroll and 2 wounds, not bad. Bloop. And if there is a rend, we do ignore it, but our save is reduced by 1, so that means we go back to a 4-up on them. So 4s, okay, make 2, it didn't really matter, any of those modifiers. How much damage? 2?
2 each.
So we got 6-up ward for Oracular Vision. We take 2, kills this guy. Boop. And it's gonna put a wound on that guy. And then we have the extra bite attacks. So there's gonna be, actually there should be a 7th gore attack because of the Spore Splatters. It's hard to remember, yeah, it's always an AoE, you wouldn't think of it too much, right? You're not used to using that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that Spore Splatter, I keep forgetting he's a Git, although obviously.
Yeah. That is a hit, and then a wound on a 4. Yes, and then another 4-up, we're good. Okay, and then we're gonna have 3 bite attacks, which are 3s.
3s and 4s against you.
All right, easy enough. All hit, that's scary. These are 4 damage each. 4s to wound. 2 of them. And these are Ren 2?
Ren 2.
So these are Ren 1s, so 5 ups. Oh, we make 1. Nurgle saves us there. 4 damage though. Ooh. Oracular Visions. I did not see it coming. So these guys are gonna die. Do I lose my other musician? So 1 dies. I lose that guy, I guess, because he's technically... So I got 1 more wound to put down. Let's go ahead and do it to this guy, I guess. Why not? So we're down 3 Chaos Warriors. Sorry, 4 of them. We're gonna fight with these guys. All the attacks are going to the Warriors of Chaos, and I assume we want all-out attack with the Lord.
I'm just outside of wholly within 12 on these guys, so I'm gonna have to use it here.
They still get the extra attack, which ain't bad because the Spore Splatters. On the 3-up though, because it's the combat phase order, it costs you an additional one. It costs 2 command points for that one. Leaves you with 1 left, and then quite a bit of attacks though. 3s to hit with the stabbers. These are all the attacks. Rerolling, not the 1s to hit, but the 1s to wound. A crap ton of 1s. 5s to wound, but 6s are mortals in addition. And only have a 4-up save against them. But we do get to reroll the 1s. And the reroll. Okay, just another wound. There's no netters in that unit, that's it. So 5 wounds in total and a mortal. So the 5 wounds. We have 4 ups, so we passed 3. And then that's going to be 2 6-up ward saves because of Oracular Vision. So we take 2 damage, and then a 5-up ward from the mortal. Okay, just 2. You're going to die, and that should fix our coherency-ish. That guy might be a little suspicious. Oh, I get a pile in, though. Let's put the wound on that guy. Why not? Your loss not bad, though. It's pretty good killing 5 Warriors of Chaos there. Mark and Urgo on the banner. Is that it for all your attacks? No, these guys can pile in. I have the Goblins at the end there attacking for... They should be 10 attacks. And 3s to 5s. Here we go.
4s, they don't have a lot of attacks.
Oh, that's true. Nice. 5s to wound. Huzzah! 4-up save. Oh, we're good. My guys can fight back. Let's just make sure we fix that coherency a little bit. Have you go a little more that way. Oh, no, that's right. You have to pile in there. You go there. But I can only really fix the coherency. These 2 guys are unable to attack still because coherency issues. So it doesn't look like an itch. That's the, there we go, fixed. So we got 1 attacking this way, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacking this way. We only have 2 attacks each because the champion is occupied. These should be 4s to hit. I'm gonna, again, they probably have demonic power, but it's been feels like it's been hours, so I'm not gonna worry about it. 3s to wound, and we have 5 at -1.
6-up.
The 6-up are rollable effectively because of adapt or die. And nope, that's not going to help there. And then the ward save for adapting to the realm of metal. Okay, not bad. 3 die there. And then I have one of them attacking this unit. 2 attacks. 2 wounds. Just going to be 2 6-up saves, I guess. Boop, boop, boop. All right, kills 2. Take that. Who's got your Mystic Shield? Can't remember. It was them. They have Mystic Shield. Boom. It's only 1 die, so you made a 5 and a 3. Okay, that is kind of it. I think that's everything resolved. Your battle tactic is probably good because you took this objective. You got a total of 17 models in range of the objective because of their unit size to my 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-ish. But we do have battle shocks. I am going to inspire my guys. I don't want to afford to lose any of them. I'll have 1 command point left for them. And you're going to inspire your own guys.
And then these guys will have to take a battle shock with that one guy that lost.
Can they actually lose anyone? Maybe.
Yes, they can because they are, I think, a 4 bravery.
Oh, that's a very Night Goblin thing to do. Nah, they're good. They're good. Perfect. That, you gain 4 victory points. Battle tactic and 2 of the objectives. Just an update. I am only at 3 victory points to your current 12. But I have a chance to get 5, 5, and 5. I just gotta do a lot of damage still. Forgot because I control Barilomm. I actually go to an extra command point this turn. Before I go too deep into my turn, we have to roll for the Loon Shrine. You lost the unit, so on a 4-up, you might get half that unit back. It'll be the fungi, the spore, spatter fanatics. I can't say words. No, not quite. I'm gonna keep going with the theme of being a little risky and taking battle tactics for my grand strategy at the end of the game. That might help offset the first turn if I can actually go for it. The best course of action this turn is in Lust for Power. I pick an objective that has enemy units within 12, and if there are no enemy units within 12 at the end of the turn, I'll get the battle tactic. Now that means I got to take out the 20 goblins, only the goblins there, so it's not too bad, and that loon boss with 2 remaining wounds. But that means I got to kill a character, which is not ideal for one of the grand strategy or one of the battle tactics for later. Okay, well, with that in mind, let's go ahead and do some heroic actions. Am I going to remember +1 to hit and wound this turn? I'm going to draw on power and cast demonic power on the chosen this turn. I got to do actions and everything. That's my action. Draw power. That's what he gets to cast at 3 dice. What would you like to do for your action? You could recover Huffa.
That's what I'm going to do.
There we go. Nice. Leadership on Idjit.
It works. 5.
Right. D3 wounds back. He's at 8 current wounds, and he's going to go up to 9. All right. You tell me his bravery's 5. You went to hero recover him?
He is a 5, and I rolled a 5.
Okay, fair. All right, so with that draw on power for my Chaos Warbands, we're going to cast demonic power on 3 dice. Well, we did not miscast, so we got it total of 10, I guess, with the +1. That's my only spell, so you might as well try and stop it.
With Idjit Huffa.
Huffa!
Boom. And thanks to the Staff of Sneaky Stealing, the Stir and Spoon in this case, he gets an additional +1 to cast.
Rough. I had no intention of using the Chaos Familiar that phase, if anyone's curious if I forgot or not. That should be mostly it. This guy's going to use the Random Mutation command ability on himself, or heroic action, I should say, and he's going to get, the ward save again. That's ideal. He's kind of hurt. He could use it. Didn't really help him too much later, but maybe it'll help him now. And then adapt or die is going to go on these. This is going to stay on them. Who do you want to put your adapt or die on? Because it was on them, and it just goes away every player turn.
Yeah, I think it's going to have to be on the big blob this time.
6-up ward save for them. Gotcha. Understood. It's going to bring us to the movement phase. We're good. We got that. We have to hammer them. Hammer that flank. Hammer this flank. We got the tools for us. We got the Chaos Knights come in. The Chosen come in. They can go and fight. I haven't used my fight twice yet on either chosen units. We can try and use them to clean things up a little bit here. And I would love to kill off the goblins over there as well. Because if I can kill them and them, I can rally this unit. And then they have the better rally. So I can probably get a pretty good chance I'll get about 5 models back, I hope. And with that in mind, there should be no redeploys I care about. So these guys are going to move that way. They're going to move around this way. And we'll be back after these messages. So we move the chosen up and around. We move the sorcerer, because I'm just going to send him in anyways, just to get, I need to get my characters to the front. The Chaos Knights move over this way, and then both of these units are going to move forward as well, I guess. I don't know if I want to risk it. I think I'm just going to stay where I am. I'm just going to charge from where I am. A weird 6 on a redeploy could, it gets you away from the objective though, so I guess I might as well move forward. Move them forward. Again, not really worth risking the redeploy because it would just help me in this case for my battle tactic. Gotta watch out for the Handom Gork later too, or Handom Work. There's got some shenanigans you can pull off there. Got no shooting, so I'm good to go right to charge. I'm gonna start with these guys. They get +1 to the charge, -1 to their charge. See what they get going. So just a 5. So we're gonna not worry about going over that. These guys are just gonna go 3 because they gotta go up and over the wall. Gonna charge like that. They'll be able to pile in and get in range. We're gonna have the Chaos Warriors declare a charge. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Charging like that, keeping those guys on the edge there, coherent between the Goblin, and then those 2 guys hanging out back there, not able to really make it in. And right to the other side of the table, these chosen declaring a charge, they are effectively, after all modifiers, +1 to charge. Because they have +2 to their charge for unearthly reflexes. Charge like that. Let's get that sorcerer in there. 3-inch charge should be good enough. Barely makes it. He's about there. And then these guys are going to clear a charge. Oh, they're -1 to it. Oh, okay, there you go. They go 9. And that's them making it in there. They get no their charge bonuses extra punch with their lances when they make their charge. I got no monsters, so we are good to go right to fighting. You have something to do at the start of the fight phase, right? I keep forgetting. Now you always do.
The Mommet.
The Mommet, yes. Who's it going on?
I think it's got to be the Chosen.
Chosen it is. Fight first with these Chosen. It's more important that I kill stuff off over here. Then again, I'm afraid of my Lord dying over there, so I technically have to go first with him. Can't issue or order anything because he's got Mesmerize on him still, I believe. So we're just going to go ahead and we'll pile him in a little bit. And then attack the Loon Boss. Kill his butt right here. So let's go with the Hexed Hellfire Axe on 4s because of the spores. 2 misses. And then these are 3s to wound. 1 wound. Rend of 1, but you're in cover. So, boom. 3, 4 up, I guess. Oh, you have your 6 up ward. This is 2 damage. It's one of many attacks I could go through.
Oh, no.
Does he die? He does. All right, so we kill him. That means at the end of the phase, we're going to roll in the Eye of the Gods table for Mr. The Pantheon Loves Me So Much. Oh, I can't wait to see what we get. Every 3rd Saturday, dude, I'm up the cottage with them. We're playing golf, I swear. They know me by name. All right, who you get to go now, though. Who do you want to play with here? Who is the big threat? Technically, my objective is all based around on the combats over here. Yeah. As we're probably going to fight over here, and I forgot to mention the oracular visions on them. Again, just so I don't have to worry about it myself. Currently, they have oracular visions. They fight last. I assume that lasts until your next hero phase, and their save is reduced by 1 still. They're going to go no all-out attack on them?
No.
We're going to pile them in and see what kind of damage they can do. So we pile in, we're going to fight. We're going to start over here. 9 of them with stabbas, and there's 2 nets over here that could reach. Oh. There's a 3rd net there, so it's going to be 3 nets and then 9 stabbas. Too far away from the spore splatters. So here are the stabbas. Hitting on 4s, I guess. That's 2 hits. Yep. No re-rolling 1s. They have the wound rolls is what you get there. Should be 5s rolling 1s. Oh, there's the re-roll. And no. And then the netters. 9 attacks on 4s. Okay. 5s to wound. Or is it 6s?
It'll be 6s.
All right. 9 more stabbas and 2 nets on the Chaos Knights. Yeah, this just worked out nicely. It's all even. 4s and 5s. Reroll the 1s. 2. 3 up on the Chaos Knights. We're okay. And the 2 netters. Oh, spicy roll. Let's see that roll again. 6s. I see a reroll, at least. Did we get the 6? No. Close. Ah, Nurgle. Rough. We hear 7 stabbas into these Chaos Warriors. Hitting on 4s, that's 3. And wounding on
5s.
5s, yes. 4 ups because of the nasty spell, and then they have oracular vision. Oh, nice. He's seen his death coming and he decided not to die instead. Actually, 0 damage. Damn.
Impressive.
That's very impressive.
Nurgle.
Nurgle. It's a Nurgle. I know it could be pretty obnoxious. Let's go with I guess I'm kinda safe to go over here. You guys here are going to all-out attack. I can't afford to not all-out attack with these guys, so I have you pile in there. That's going to mess up my coherency. That guy's not going to die. Let's be real. Come on, he's not going to die. He'll pile into about there, and then this guy's just going to pile into about there. But they have good reach, so they're good to go. I think you kind of need both here, but I think the gamble's worth doing. We're going to all-out defense here, but because it's the combat phase on a 3-up, it costs another one, which means you can't inspire because you only have the 2 command points. But I think if you don't all-out defense, they're just all dead anyways. So it's up to you. What do you think?
I think I'm going to do it. You got to take risks.
All right. It costs 2. No command points for an Inspire, which could be real nasty. So we got 15 attacks from the Chosen. Back to 3s to hit because all out attacking here. Got some misses in here. Boom, boom, boom. And then that's 2 mortal wounds and 3s with back to your 5-ups. So you owe me 6 5-ups. 6 5-ups and a mortal wound.
5-ups.
Oh, the defense helped the 1. So it's going to be 7 dead on that first one there. And they're definitely going to declare they're fighting again this turn, which is Ruinous Onslaught or Worlds of Ruination. That was actually not as much damage as I was thinking. They get to pile in and fight again. They have the Strikes Last. They fight later, but with the Strikes Last rule. And that's my pick. I'm going to bring the fight to these Gitz here. They get +1 attack because they're near the Spore Splattas. 8 stab is in there, no more nets. And an additional 1 for the boss. These are 4s. And 5s to wound because the Nurgle. 1. Oh, rerolls though. It help.
Hope so.
2. 4-ups. Vision. That guy also seen his death coming. No damage. Let's go with. I don't know if it really matters that much. I'm gonna go with these Chaos Warriors next. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that can attack, and they have this objective. And they're not holding in your territory, so just 2 attacks each. These are 4s to hit because you got a netter in the unit still. That's a damn good roll though. And 3s to wound. Oh, look at these guys. These guys are unstoppable. Chaos. That's 10 wounds minus 5-ups. 5-ups. Okay, 3 saves. That means 7 die. All right, not too bad. That's what we got left there to deal with. And that's this guy's within 3. He can pile in a fight if he wants to. He might as well go in. We got who had the mom? The Chosen probably had the moment on them.
They did.
Yeah, all right. Act as a sacrificial lamb so that I can't pile into more of the, what are they called? The Gitz over here. All right, this is going to be
3 attacks.
2 hits. And then 5s to wound, I guess, because of Nurgle.
Absolutely.
Aye, and then Nurgle coming in clutch. A little squig homie. A couple of squig attacks.
4s.
1 hit. And I think 3 normally to wound, right, with the squig?
Normally 4, so it's 5.
Oh, 5. Okay, it's a little squig. Hey, nope, Nurgle coming in big again. All right, well, that's pretty much all. These guys still can't attack yet because of the Strikes Last. Let's do the Chaos Knights first. Let's do, you know what, let's do this guy. Let's get him out of the way a little bit and we'll have his attacks. His staff to attack with, he's going to hit on a 4. No, 5. They have netters in there, don't you? Yeah, so misses. And the Rune Blade is 4s with the negative. Okay, he's done. The last thing for the Gitz to attack with are the Goblins over here. And the boss and the other guys got, okay, 2 hits. 5s to wound. Roll a 1. The stupid 4s keep coming up, man. Hey! That's a damage. I don't actually have a ward save. I don't know rolling it. I just take a damage. If I had to, Josh brings up a good point. Had I had the ward save, I would have made that one. 1 damage on that guy. And then the single netter in there. The single netter. Okay. I have a couple of attacks over here with the strike. Well, no, not Strikes Last. I'm going to go with the Chaos Knights first, I guess. We'll have you pile in this way. You can attack over there, and you can attack because you're within half an inch of another guy. They have 4 guys with lances. These are 5s to hit because as they charge in, they get barraged by nets. It stopped a couple of the hits, and then that's what I have. 2 wounds at Ren 2. Ren 2. But you have 4 ward saves. We guess we can make a big pool of them. Champion is modeled with the Cursed Flail. 3s to hit normally. He does not care of nets. And then 3 wounds, no rend. 5-ups. So we're at 7 wounds for the ward saves for Adapt or Die, and then I got the Trampling Hooves. Oh, I'll just move that guy over a little bit and get the horse in there. I realize the horses don't get to attack in extra rank, so I'll just get the 2 extra attacks from horses. Let me tell you one thing. I know a lot about horses, and the one thing they hit the most is nets. 5s to hit with because of the nets, and 1 5-up save. And naturally, so that's 8 ward saves. Okay, let's see what we got here.
Saves are not Goblin strong suit.
No, but maybe wards are. Okay, 7 die. Pull from over here and pull in that way. And I think you've attacked with everything. So I have to go with these Chosen before I can do my 2 Strikes Last units. So that's what's left. Naturally, the Chosen are going to pile in. So if you go here, you go over that way, closer to him, and then sure, whatever, doesn't really matter much. 15 attacks. Negative 1 to hit, though. 15 attacks on 4s. That is a mortal. Oops, that wasn't mortal. Look at those netters kick off there. Look at all those misses. There's like 4 extra misses. And 3s. All right, so 3 6-up saves. See if you can make any 6-up saves. Hey, he made 1, so that's 4 damage plus a mortal. So 5 wards. 5 wards. 4 damage, all right, 4 die. And then I'll declare that they're gonna fight again, but with fights last, which I'll just go ahead and resolve now, probably. Now I got strikes last there, strikes last. Oh, no, this guy's got a fight actually, the Exalted Hero. Horde! 2 hits. Oh, I wish he did more wounds. 2 wounds, Ren 1. 6-ups. I kill, no ward on that. They had no, because they failed last turn. Yeah, no ward on that. He just kills 4. Oh no. The Exalted Hero is the champion of chaos. All right, and then now my strikes last guy. So I got strikes last there, strikes last there, and strikes last there, and they get to fight again. So I'm just gonna let me get these Warriors of Chaos in the middle of the way. I don't get to attack with a lot of these guys. I can't afford to pile in anymore because I gotta stay away from them because I want to kill them and rally on my turn. So 1 is in range, 2, 3, 4, Warriors of Chaos. But we are fighting over an objective we don't control. So champion's in range, so we'll be 13 attacks, no netters, so 3s. Aha! Kill all the goblin netters and they're not a problem anymore. 3s to wound. 4, -1.
Kill him.
You better believe this is 6-up saves. Hey, 1's left. Which they're probably gonna run. So we'll leave the champion Night Goblin there. And after a long grind, the middle looks like it's mine over here. And then I will resolve these guys and their strikes last. Don't really need to pile them in. It'll just be another 15 attacks. The netters on 4s. Okay, a little bit better. They've taken the nets off of them and they've learned how to fight a little bit better. Oh, that is 6 mortal wounds. And 3s. Okay. Okay. That is 7 6-up saves. 6-ups. Okay, you make 3. That's not bad. That's 14 ward saves though because of the mortal wounds and the 4 fails. 14 wards. Adapt or die. Okay, 11 die. Shadow of the goblin units over here. Okay, they don't like prolonged combat with Warriors of Chaos, apparently. All right. Ooh, I knocked that over. Let me fix that. Boop. And then these guys get to pile in, but not much. We're just gonna go beat the crap out of a nerd, I guess. This guy is gonna stay as close as he was to him. This guy is gonna pile up and around, up and around. This guy is gonna get 2 there. So I get 2 into them, and then these 3 are gonna crump this guy's face in. They got the 2-inch reach, so those 2 are good to attack over there. And they're currently still under the all-out attack. The 2 attacking the goblins on 3s, because there's still a netter in that unit. There's a mortal wound on them. And 2 saves. 5-ups. Okay, so that's 3 damage on them. And I don't even think they had a ward save yet.
No.
So that kills 3 of them, yeah.
Dice are fun to roll.
Yeah, I guess it's fun to roll. Now, granted, I think the right answer was not all-out defense, because technically you all-out defense them, kept them. You made enough saves that those 3 are there because of the all-out defense, but the Inspire would have been... Now, granted, you would have never stopped the battle tactic, because without the all-out defense, they were dead.
Yeah,
but you would have had the Inspire for that.
For here.
Yes,
yeah.
That's in hindsight, that's what we see here. And we have 3 guys attacking here. Still hitting on 3s, though, because of -1 to hit before I roll anything, so he'll take a mortal wound to the face. And 4 saves at Ren 1. He has no save at all against these attacks. He just dies. He just gets completely caved in by all the chosen weapons. I mean, at least that's an honorable death. He got killed by 3 chosen of chaos. That's not a bad way to die. And there, we did it. We did our very brutal combat, and these guys run away to battle shock. Oh, end of the phase. Let's see if Mr. Dummy here. 10. That's a 5-up horde save. Aura of Chaos, 5-up ward save. Told you, everyone. Told you they had their eyes on me. Look at me. Look how blessed I am. Look how blessed by chaos. Look how much they love me. And then I think these guys take a pretty nasty battle shock. I think they might all be gone.
If by nasty you mean they're all gone, I think so.
All right, they're boogieing. Plus 14 plus a d6 minus. So even if you roll a 1, they're going to lose 13 models. I think. Is that? No, 9. But yeah. Never mind, they lost 17. That is, on a 1, you roll a 6, they lose 11. Is there 11 there? 4, 8, there's 10. Oh, okay, they're gone, yeah. That does give, the end of the turn, I take control of this objective back, and he helps, so he gets to roll yet again on the Eye of the Gods table. What the heck did he get last? He's rolled a few times. Oh, he gets +1 to his charge or something. 8. +1 to his charge, 5-up board save. And Slaughter's strength is extra rend. He's rend 2 on his attacks. I'm not going to be able to remember all this stuff, I guess, but we're going to try our best. We do get 5 points, finally, for Chaos. We have all the objectives, and we got our battle tactic complete. And we have to see where that bad moon goes. Are you ready to see if this bad moon goes to the middle?
I need it in the middle.
It'd be kind of nice to have it in the middle. On a 4 up, that bad moon is going to jump. Then we roll for priority, because it should be before the priority roll, I believe.
It's kind of my only chance to have enough points to at least compete.
Oh, bad moon right there. All right, that will give you a lot of additional options for battle tactics and stuff as well. You ready for priority roll?
I'm ready.
You win ties. I'm going to get a spicy 3. Oh, 6? I assume you would like to keep that priority.
I'm going to take it.
All right, so it will be turn 4 for the Gitz in this game. So on to turn 4, current command points. And that's how, like, it's a little confusing for scoring, but I do this per battle round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom here, I guess. And I am at 8 to your 12. So you're up by 4 and you're about to go. But I am in a pretty good position. And if anyone wants a goblin kill count, I have killed 140 Gitz this game so far.
So many dead goblins.
It is getting to be a lot. I have lost 11 Warriors of Chaos specifically. And a Soul Grinder. With 12 Warriors of Chaos because 1 rallied. Let me tell you, I'm going to rally that unit right now. I'm going to recover this guy right now. That's my plan this turn no matter what. All I've left you with is a bunch of nerds.
Just a bunch of, textbook swinging goblins.
Let's see if they can handle the Warriors of Chaos sneaking up on, well, not really sneaking up on them, just approaching up to them. What would you like to do for your battle tactic?
I want to do Moonlight Raid.
Is that kill a unit while under the effect of the bad moon?
Under the effect of the bad moon, steal an objective from an opponent.
Oh, okay. Easy. What would you like to do for your action?
That's a better question.
You go and try another clutch recovery on Bravery 5?
Or
you can do a command point, or maybe, I don't know, a rally through. There's nothing rally, actually.
I think I should do a command point on him. I think that's the right call. Man, I want to do a recovery, though.
Do a hypothetical recovery.
Hypothetical?
All right, no, he wasn't ready to recover. Let's do the command point. Oh, he rolled that. He just rolled the exact opposite. Oh, no. That's dice, though, I guess. I am going to recover Grolgor. Maybe? He is 9. He is just so very brave. He'll heal 2. He's back up to 6 of 9. Bloop. And then he is still under the effect of the mutation. And then my adapter die is probably just going to go on them again, just so I don't have to change that. And I'm going to rally these guys at the start of the hero phase as well. From 3 to 2 command points, and I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 there, so I'm rolling 10 dice. Rally on 5s because they're the hosts they haven't chosen. I don't think they reverted the nerf to 4s. I haven't looked, but I am going to get 1 back. I'm going to bring back a musician, I guess. If he dies, that's a problem for this guy's coherency, so we'll go like this, I guess. Well, it's a problem for everyone's coherency, really, but it's all the same. They're down to just Oracular. I'm trying to remember everything. So they're going to have Adapter die. They're going to have Oracular Vision on him still. He has the mutation of a 5 aboard save, and that should be about it because everything else is reset. We just have to reapply all those negative buffs again. Who do you want to put your Adapter die on? Who do you want to have a 5 aboard save?
It's going to have to be Idjit and Huffa this turn.
Idjit and Huffa are going to adapt or die. Fair enough. Start this spell casting with Idjit and Huffa. I only have 1 unbind left from the world's worst Chaos Sorcerer Lord.
He's going to hit the Knights with that Fungoid Rust again.
Ah, yes, okay. Bring it on. +1 to cast. +2 to cast, right?
+2 to cast now.
9. Do I care about the Knights? Not really. I'll let them have it, I guess. Roll up the Mortal Wounds. And they are going to take 3. I just have 2 dice with me. They have a 5 up board, so that's 2 damage. Okay, 1's got a wound left. Yes, we'll take it on this guy. He's got 1 wound left. And with this little red marker down, to hopefully remember, they only have a 4 up save now. We're going to throw it to Hand of Gork. This is the one I got to stop. But you got to reroll, so it's going to be kind of hard to prevent. Okay, how about 13, which I can't stop it. Okay, Hand of Gork is going to pick up a unit and put it down somewhere. Be picked up and be put down. That is your objective now. That's Moonlight Raid complete. I can't do nothing about that.
Fungoid Shaman here is going to put Mystic Shield on this unit. Spore Splatters.
All right, fair.
Why not give it a shot?
Oh, that's a myth. We can reroll, I assume.
Yes, he is close enough to another wizard, so he does get the reroll.
Still fails.
Still fails. The other Madcap Shaman is going to cast...
We're going to nick it, boom, on this guy. Cast on, we'll find out.
I think it's an 8.
That's a 3. No, ooh, there you go.
It's an 8.
No bonuses on that one, eh?
No.
Kind of want to get rid of that -1 to hit, or it's going to pop off here. What does it do? Mortal wounds?
It's going to do a D3 mortal wounds and not take his thing away because it's not a 10 or more.
Correct. I'll let this one go off, I guess. Just don't do 3 mortal wounds, and I will be okay. He's protected by chaos, or technically the mutation, but also both. Then Gobapalooza spells.
Mesmerize, put it on him again.
Try and lock him down.
Might as well keep him from issuing commands.
Okay. Yeah, you can have it, I guess. It's okay. And then I want stuff that's the -1 to hit spell.
And here's that, the Fungoid Cloud.
Cloud. God, 9's not bad. Are you gonna keep that?
I'm going to keep it.
Yeah, so I gotta roll a 10 on him to stop. I gotta roll a 9 on him to stop it because he gets +1. You suck! -1 to hit bubble. It's okay, I've been dealing with it all game. I guess I can just keep going. Moving Idjit and Huffa up and around there. He's got some Chaos Knights he wants to look at. And the Spore Splatter Fanatics are gonna move up. Yeah, it's boo-boo-boo. They're exactly 3. Look at that. Let me get some of these heroes out of here just so you can deny one of my battle tactics. I only have 2 available battle tactics left. One of them involves me being near heroes. So you gotta deny me as much of that as you can.
Gobbo's best strategy has always been running away.
Boom. He's gonna go 1, sure.
Or slowly walking away.
Or slowly walking away. And then we have the other madcap there. He's gonna... I did forget to mention that I was gonna choose combat phase for the extra command point ability because I'm going second in the battle round. That's where both those sillies run off to.
Palooza is gonna try to make a wall to protect the characters.
Yes.
Here.
Fair. Protecting the characters, and then we have a little bit of shooting here from Huffa. Who's he want to go for? These guys again?
I think it's still going to be them. They're the most people in the unit.
11 in the unit. 6s. All right, shields up, boys. 1 damage. That kills the guy. It's so sad. It just breaks my coherency. I'm going to lose like 3 models if you don't charge me. Which I assume is going to be the case. All right, next up we have the Snotlings. Shooting a couple slings at them.
Same unit.
1 hit. And a wounding on... Not that. All right. And then we have a charging. Is it Huffa?
It's Idjit and Huffa. They're the only ones charging this turn.
All right, let's bring it in. Good enough. It's a 4, but it's all that matters. He got it perfectly. 3 inches away from the Chosen and the Warriors of Chaos. I was hoping that, you had to at least engage the Chosen so I couldn't pile in. But I guess the smart thing would just be allow them to pile in and not fight the Chosen, naturally. And also, yes, the audio is different because mic issues. All the mics in the studio are dead because everyone's games have been super long here, and you would think 5 sets of mics are enough. No. Not when you got all 3 different games going along and the other one's in use. So, we gotta have a slightly crappier audio for the end here, but I'm sure you guys don't mind all that much. Anyways, that's the only charge. So that means we got a monstrous rampage. What are you thinking, Roar?
I'm thinking Roar.
Or Stomp?
I kind of need to clear them out. Stomp might be the better option.
The question is, does Roar... I think Roaring gets more damage mathematically, but it's hard to predict because it's all over the place. But then again, you could fail. What's your gut tell you? Go with your gut.
My gut tells me Roar.
Roar it is then. 3 up. Yep, you're good. No commands on the Knights, and we're going to go right to fighting. Spoon first.
Starting with a Stir Spoon.
Naturally. The Staff is sneaky stealing. Spoon is sneaky stealing. Should be all hit. Fancy roll. -1 to wound. We got Nurgle here. 5s. Alright, nothing. We got 7 gores now because of the Spore Splatter Fanatics nearby. Should be 3s and 4s, I guess.
Fours and 3s, so that is not as good.
Oh, force. Oh, is it force hit normally on that, eh? Okay. Oh, because you got +1 hit wound last time. I get it. That was a spicy roll, though. These are forced wound then because of Nurgle. Nurgle's so fun, interactive. Hey, not bad. 2 of them. Brend of 1, right?
They were...
But they also the spells on them as well. Yeah, so technically Ren 2. So that is going to be 5 ups. Which I'll boxcar. Was it only 2?
It was only 2.
It was only 2, okay. The Champa. 2 hits, not bad. And I think it's 4s here, Nurgle. Well, reroll the 1. I don't think Nurgle mattered here at all. You just rolled like crap, man. Holy. Alright, well, I guess I'll pile in and fight you back. Pile in, I'm going to engage the Spore Splatter Fanatics in case you want to come on in and let me fix my coherency on my Warriors of Chaos. I got 2 lances, 4 lances, because they can fight like the old Galicia veterans, because they poke far. And then 1 flail. And then 3 hooves. I'll actually just do the hooves now, because it's easy enough. There's no negatives to hit here, right? Shouldn't be.
No.
Excellent. The hooves. 4s and 4s. 1 wound, no rend. That should be a 4 up. Alright, I forgot about 1 damage, I guess. He has the 5 aboard though for adapt or die. Or not, yes, adapt or die. What'd you get there? 2. 1 damage, haha. And then we have the 6 attacks from the flail, which is 3s and 3s. I'm gonna remember I roll 1s. So 4 saves, because you have a 4 up save on your guy. And that is gonna be 3 damage, but you have a 5 aboard save. And 3 more damage. He's got 6 remaining wounds. And then I have 4 lances for a total of 12 attacks. God, Huffa! No! 4s to hit. Okay, there you go. You're fine. You're fine. Oh, 1 more hit. 3s to wound. And that is going to be a reroll because your armor save. 4 at Ren 1. 5 ups. Okay, 4 more damage, but 5 upward. Okay, okay. And then that's 2 damage. He's got 4 wounds left. That is, would you like to pile in with your Spore Splatter Fanatics?
I think I can pile in 1 and stay outside of your combat.
You can commit 1 Spore Splatter Fanatic. D3 attacks. Let's go. What do we got? Bleep. 1. And they hit on 2s and wound on 5s. That's, nope. Okay. Excellent. Nothing other than, I guess these 3 guys die because of coherency. And that's kind of it. You get 3 points for your battle tactic and you take 1 of the objectives from me. That's not bad. So 8 to 15. But as long as we get 5, 5, 5, we're good. Which we should be able to kind of do. Alright, I believe, I'm considering... Oh, at the end of your turn, you get a unit back maybe on a 4-up.
That is true.
Yes.
That's big. Before
we go too deep into my turn, before I make any decisions, let's see what you get. You're on a 4 or more? No. Okay. Nice. We don't. I'd love if you got him, but man, we've been killing a lot of goblins already. The plan would be to try and go for the 3 hero turn now. Ooh, I could go for... Can you show me where your territory is if you measure from that back edge there? That is where I have to get this unit wholly within range of that unit, or these Chaos Knights wholly within range of that unit, because they have the other ensorcelled icon that has no effect in this game. Which is not going to be... It'd be like them charging the Loon boss, which is not ideal. I think I'm going to scrap my grand strategy, just try and stop yours, and go for 5-point turns. Because mathematically, that'll get me to where I need to be. We're going to go for some basic battle tactics here and just try and deny grand strategy. So we're going to go for Slay the Warlord. We got to kill Huffa and Idjit. He's got 4 wounds left. Shouldn't be too bad. Also have to work on taking this back for 5-point turns. So I got to kill him, kind of. But we're going to go Slay the Warlord over there, and for our action, we're going to attempt another recovery on the Great Grolgor. Bravery 9. He is A-okay, and he's going to heal. He's got 1 wound. He's at 8. 8 wounds left on the Grolgor. Boom. Boom. And your action?
Finest hour.
Off +1 save, +1 a wound. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Are going to go ahead and issue a rally to this unit here. We are missing 13 models. We've been at 4 command points because of Barilomm, so I'm just going to stay at 3, and let's see how many we get. Let's see what we got here. We are going to get back 1, 2, that's 4, 5. That is exactly the amount we're allowed to get back, because that's 10 wounds worth of models. We're just going to, technically they weren't dead. 3 of those guys just kind of ran away, and the Exalted Hero was like, nah, you come back here. So they just form up again right there. And, oh boy. They're going to adapt or die themselves, because that's pretty good for them. Plus going to adapt or die himself. And then I am going to go for a random mutation on my Lord. Would Huffa like to random... Oh, he already did his heroic action this turn. It's my turn. I get to do 2. That's the sec D2. That is reroll saves of 1, I think, which is quite good for him. So that means we're good to go to Oracular Visions on these guys. Keep them with their 6-up ward. And then we're going to have him try and cast Demonic Power. Do I want him to cast 2 spells? Sure, whatever. I'll have him use his Chaos Familiar to cast a 2nd spell this turn. Supposed to do it at the start of the hero phase. I think we're technically still there in a roundabout way. And he'll cast a 2nd power this turn with the Chaos Familiar, but it has to be from the lore. So he's going to use... Oh, and I already did my action, too. Drawn Power is not useful here. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's go ahead and do Demonic Power, his built-in spell. That's a 9 because it gets a +1. You might as well try and stop it because I have 2 spells to cast. But you have like 42 denies.
I've got 3 denies.
With a you only get +1 or +2?
+1.
+1. Okay, so we do get Demonic Power. That's going to go on the Chosen, I suppose. I am going to do Mystic Shield. Oh, that's not from the lore. I can't do that. I'll do Spite Tongue Curse for the fun of it. Oh, please don't fail to cast it or get unbound. That's a 9. What this does is 3 mortal wounds to a unit.
I'll just try with one of the madcaps. No bonuses.
9. You need a 10 though.
Not enough. Yeah.
All right. Can you? Oh, you can only reroll casting rolls. All right. 3 mortal wounds to Huffa, but he's got a 5-up ward save. Just try to put more damage on him. Okay, 1 damage. Huffa's got 3 wounds left, and that should be it for my hero phase. We're gonna keep. These guys can move like a. I'm not gonna bother. They're gonna stay there. Everyone's kind of engaged. We're gonna have this guy move up and around. These guys are gonna reform up and around him as well. Move a little bit there. Keep all this where it is. Guy's gonna just go bloop right onto the objective, and the little Kharadron Lord. I am gonna send the Kharadron Lord and the Warriors of Chaos back this way. These guys can't redeploy because they got no champions. Coming out of the woodwork here, then I'm gonna move our Chosen. 5 inches is going to get them to here. The goal is I need to put pressure on the Loon Shrine to deny the grand strategy. Let's go. Something like this. We're going to go ahead right to charging. We're going to go right into them. And they're going to get, so +1 of the charge, but -1, so 9-inch charge. It's okay. It's all cool. We're just going to rampage through the Goblin lines. Nobody minds. Mr. Grolgor is going to declare charge. Mr. Grolgor actually fails his charge because he rolled that. So I'm going to forward to victory, I guess. He does make his charge. We'll have him go right there. Move these in. Whoop. And I'm down to 2 command points. And then he is going to do impact hits on a 2-up. And it'll be 2. 5-up board built in them. And I kill 1. Get these sneaky snufflers. And then the Chaos Warrior is going to charge. 8 because of bonuses and negatives. Charge in just like that. The dummy with the wound stays in the back. And then over to here, our Exalted Hero will declare charge. Good enough. We'll just go. Whoop. And then these guys are going to declare charge. -1 +1, so 5. They actually technically fail because I can't get within half an inch of them because the wall itself is about half an inch. And they are, as you can see, away from the wall. And I can't quite cross the wall, so they're safe for now. These Chosen are going to declare charge, though. Let's see what they get. They are +2 to their charge, well, +1. So 8-inch charge. There we go, just like that. Would you like to do a Monstrous Rampage?
Yes. I'm going to roar the Chosen.
All right, 3 up for the roar. It works. Nothing for the Chosen this day. I will fight first with my Chosen over here, all the same. No commands, though. I am going to have pile in a little bit like this. Keep it kind of how it is. I'm going to put 2 of them into the Spore Splatter Fanatics. And then these 3 are going to attack Huffa. These are the 2 into the Spore Splatters on 3s. And 3s. All right, 3 at -1. But I don't think they have much of a save.
They don't have a save at all.
So it does 6 damage to them.
That's them.
Yep. Just cleave right through them and pop their little spores. 9 attacks in a Huffa. Chosen carried me pretty well. They averted a lot of danger, though. So that's a mortal wound on Huffa from the single 6. And then 5 saves at effectively a 4-up. Oh, you could all out defense, I guess. Tap a 3-up.
Yeah, I should have declared that. I meant to.
That's okay, yeah. I'm kind of playing kind of fast at this point, yeah. I have 3-ups because of Finest Hour and all out defense. Okay, well, that's still 5. So that's 5 damage because of the single mortal wound, and you have a 5-up ward save.
I'll make some of these.
Can Huffa live? He takes exactly enough to die. We got Huffa, everyone. Womp, womp, womp. Oh, my Chaos Knight, no.
He wants to go.
Oh, he's really in there. Oh, my God. To clear out this area. Brings us to our sneaky snufflers over here. Snufflers gonna put everything on the Warriors. Is there rend on their attacks or no?
-1 on their sights, actually.
You know what? I'll just all-out defense. Fine, I'll have 1 command point left. 5 of them attacking. Are these the sides first?
These are the sights.
What are they hitting on?
4s.
Okay, that's not a great roll. And then
4s again, so 5s against you.
5, yeah. And re-rolling any 1, just the 1 in there. Back to a 3-up because of, okay, we're good. And then the squigs. 4s to hit. Nice. And 4s, 5s to win, I guess. Roll the 1. We got 2 saves. It's going to be 3 saves. And we take a damage. They just, that's the end of this Chaos Warrior. Go ahead and just, I guess I'll attack with the Chosen. They're going to all-out attack. If we can't kill the Gobblepalooza, your fun is over now, you know?
Fun is over.
Yeah, these guys are done, I hope. Let's see.
The party's ended.
We'll keep this guy back here. 15 attacks. They are -1 to hit, so we're back to 3s. Pretty tanky little unit, so 3s to hit them, because of -1 +1. Boom. One single mortal wound, and then 3s to wound them. Not bad. Alright, so 5 saves. That is 11 damage on them, because they only have a 6-up save. Do they have a ward?
No ward. Their ward's weird. It's 6-up after turn 3, so I do have a 6-up ward on that damage.
Oh, does it like start high, go down low?
Yeah, it starts at 4, and then turn 2 it's 5, and then turn 3 and later is 6.
Oh, okay, that's right. That makes sense. The effects of something are wearing off or something. I don't know what it could possibly be with these guys, though. Wards! Every 3 fails is a dead guy. We make 3, so it's going to be 1, 2, 2.5. 2 and some. There's 2 over there, and 1 guy's got a wound left. Gobblepalooza can fight back.
3 wizard staffs.
Here we go. Oh, there's a hit. Or 2 hits, I should say. And then probably 4s with the -1 then.
It'll be 5s with the -1.
4s, okay, fair. Rerolling any 1s? That's a wound. Chosen! No! How much damage?
D3 damage.
Oh, gosh.
Kill a chosen. Oh.
1. They had a ward save. I think they had a 6-up ward from the Nurgle one. They take a damage. Got 1 wound left. Excellent. That's kind of it. I get to fight over here. Let's do his Hexed Hellfire Axe. Okay. Yeah, 1 wound, -1. 2 damage then. 2 5-up wards. Boom. Alright, so we kill 1 more of them. Let's get the rest out of the way in a faster order here. This is the sword. It's got a hit. 1 wound, and then we'll do the mount. So that's D3 damage so far. So that's 3 in the pool from the sword. Then the mount just cracks 3 hits like a monster and puts 4 more in there. So 7 wounds in the pool. 5-up wards. Okay. It kills 3.5. Leaves 1 left with 1 wound. And I got these Warriors of Chaos we're going to attack. Here's like some of the attacks. They're fighting over... Oh, look. 4 more wards. Die, Snufflers, die. Aha! Aha! We did it. Can the Gobblepalooza run away? Well, they could probably be inspired by one of the characters nearby. Makes no sense.
Yeah, I've got the
command points for it.
it.
I get 5 victory points because I took down the character, or the warlord, and I got all the objectives. This guy gets to roll in the Eye of the Gods table. I don't really want to roll in the Eye of the Gods table anymore, but I'll do it for Grogor because he gets to maybe he'll turn into a spawn. That'd be kind of funny. Oh, damn, that's Demon Hood, dude. Well, ain't that dark apotheosis for Grogor? We've been saying it the whole time. He's chosen of the Pantheon. Oh my!
Finally earned it.
Alright, fine. He could be a demon prince. What's this? What's happening? Bam! Grogor. Ha ha! Ha ha! Look, he's got an axe and wings, and he's just so cool. He's like turning around, looking at everyone. Look! All your doubts. I told you. Every single one of you. I know what you said at night during camping. You know, when we were setting up camp. You know, Grogor thinks he's so good and all that. No, no, no. Look at me now. Now look who's laughing. It's me, the demon prince, who's laughing. Chosen by Chaos. Look, I can prove it by my physical figure. He gets to keep his Hellfire Axe. His weapon is now still a Hellfire weapon. He's still my general. He's still chosen by the Pantheon. He's just keeping it real there now. So just an epic. So many characters. I get Dark Apotheosis almost every time I play Slaves to Darkness, man. It's a 5 points there, and then we have Pride. Let's see where the moon goes. Does it just go to the other corner? No, it doesn't. Right in the middle. Good old moon. Okay, we got priority now for this last round. Currently, I'm down by 3 victory points, was it? Say 15. I got 13. I'm down by 2. And if you get 2, you could get 2 on your turn if you get to go next, looking at the board.
Yeah, I've got a tactic I can score.
For 2, an easy 2. It'd be hard to wrestle the objectives away from me. But if I go again, I'll probably get 5, because I could choose any one of these for kill something that started in your army, and I got more than enough on the table to do, which means I would win by 1 point, because neither one of us are getting a grand. That's how close the game is.
So close.
That's how close the game was. Priority. I got a freaking 2. You got 1. Screw you. Get these goblins out of here, dude. I'm taking it.
I don't even get the 2 points.
We're taking it. Boom, done, crush them all. But we're going to save all the viewers' time because you guys can understand what's probably going to happen there. And we'll call it a Slaves to Darkness victory right there. The Slaves to Darkness have successfully taken the territory of the Gilded Way for the Chaos Alliance, thus solidifying their hold of the realm of metal. Don't forget, everyone, if you want to take part in this campaign, go to miniwargaming.com/challenge for all the details. Alright guys, we're going to have ourselves a quick post game. I forgot to let you know, Josh, you have to speak up because the mics are not a thing right now. Only the camera's going to be picking up, so it's on you to talk a little bit louder.
I'll do my best.
Thank you, that works. So man, what was the plan? What was the idea of the 120 goblins?
That was the idea. 120 goblins. I own 120. So if I ran any less than that, I'd be wasting goblins.
That's fair. Wasting your dollars and the paint time and all that stuff. Now, it almost completely scuffed me on the points because it was like that. You got that. I made a mistake of letting goblins go first. I didn't even consider the ramifications of I'm probably not going to get any points on the second turn. But I got lucky. If I didn't get that priority in the second turn, hard loss for chaos. Almost guaranteed.
And ideally, that's what I'm just trying to hold the objectives down for as long as I can and outscore you early so that you have to fight that comeback battle.
I would like to imagine that it wasn't me commanding the army at all. It was Grolgor, and he just got dumb lucky. Got a couple. The army got a couple critical rolls in the right spots that were able to get them back into the game and start cleaving down goblins. The second turn of the game, 75 goblins died to my 4 Chaos Warriors. You just didn't roll. You rolled 2 saves at the beginning of that combat phase and not a single one after that.
I set expectations and then I broke them.
They just couldn't hold. But the idea was there. The idea of just bogging this road down in goblins and bodies of goblins and just tying up this little force of Slaves to Darkness until like narratively reinforcements pop out of the hole. Right. But the goblins broke. We break the shrine. Nothing comes out. That's, I guess, what would happen in the end. And then we make our way back to Barilomm here. That was the idea there. What did you think about... You said you play against Slaves to Darkness a lot. Like, one of your friends plays them.
Yes, he plays them quite a bit.
So it's like a very familiar kind of like...
Yeah, super familiar with me. He plays Nurgle too. And
okay.
Nurgle marks. So I'm pretty used to that, like struggle to wound kind of thing.
Yeah, hard to get him in combat there. You got the Soul Grinder down, and then got these guys down a little bit, but they got a couple rallies in. They actually didn't rally that much because I screwed up the coherency, lost 3 to coherency. So I think really I only rallied 3. I only net 3 warriors after everything was said and done. So not too bad there. Otherwise, I wasn't nothing. The Chosen definitely did what Chosen should do. They kind of waited on the flanks. They were a little impetuous. They got in there, but nothing could really threaten them on that flank too much. Huffa could have done a lot of damage to him, but they kind of waited a little bit, then came in and kept cleaning up afterwards. So it was like that turn 3 when they were both these units were available to try and push this flank up, and they just kind of never stopped cleaving. They hit a road bump and the 20 extra goblins that showed up, and then they got cleaved down. I think in hindsight, the only thing that would have been nice is to keep the inspiring presence for the, I think it was like 10 guys over here or something.
I think that's the big mistake. Yeah. Risking it. I think if
I rolled a 1 or a 2,
if it was only a 1 CP thing, I think it would have panned out, but it didn't.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have them over there, because then they would have had the Chosen tied up for a little bit longer. The Chosen wouldn't have been able to... I can't remember. Actually, I have no idea what the pacing would have looked like if those goblins stuck around. They ran away on my turn, and then you charged in with Huffa. That's what it was. I think if those goblins retreated and rallied, that could have been kind of good, because then the Chosen would have just been sat there like with nothing going on. So that probably would have been the best bet, I guess. The Knights didn't do that. The Knights did okay enough to held, I guess. They actually took no damage, I think, from Huffa's charge in. I can't remember what happened there. They lowered their save. They didn't take the mortal wound, and then Huffa just didn't roll well, I guess, essentially it. And then the rest of the game was just chopping things up back and forth all over the place there. But this does frustrate the group's plan, because the plan was the goblins were going to take the road, and then from the road, who was going to alley-oop into the attack?
Oh, I think it was going to be probably ogres jumping in.
Oh, Corey playing ogres?
Yeah, we were probably going to dig out bigger holes for them guys, and they were going to run up in.
Was the plan to attack the city?
Yeah, the attack the city proper.
Okay. So poor Barilomm, what a contentious location. So volatile, just taken by chaos, now held by chaos. The rule of chaos can be a little strict, but there is order in these cities, and we're going to keep the order in those cities for now, I suppose. Anyways, folks, that's it for this one. Thank you, Josh, for the outstanding game, because I like the concept of, like, just killing things en masse. I do that every now and then with zombies or Necrons and stuff like that. I get it. I 100% get it. I do it often myself, too. Because on one end, you're playing the game a lot with lots of models, then the other guy's having fun because he's just cleaving things, right?
Exactly. You've got a game plan. You're not going to win fights.
Yeah.
He's having fun. You're having fun. Doesn't matter who wins. It's great.
Exactly. That's why I always appreciate that kind of build. Anyways, folks, that's it for this one. Catch you guys later for some more Lost City to come. Happy wargaming.